Show.
RTM Podcast Show.
To the world and them girls.
Young Spray, Queen Ice Cream.
How you mean?
In Northwest London, born and raised. In Kilburn is where she spent most of her days. Chilling out, matching, relaxing, all queening. Then her and Mafiella did start diva twinning. And Young Spray, well, I was up to no good. Always making trouble in the neighbourhood.
What?
Did a one liquor rubs and the judge didn't care. He said, I'm sending you to prison right now for 2 years. I blew my mum a kiss and then when I saw tears, her face showed the limit of the pain she could bear. If anything I could say, the sentence weren't fair, but I thought, nah, forget it. Your mum had no fear. Have no fear, mama. I know I'm only 16, but I'm built for this. That's what yo, I pulled up to the jail around 7 or 8 and I yelled to the sweatbox, yo fam, link you later. Welcome to Feltham, I was finally here. They took me to Swallow and it started from there. That's where it all started, man. You're just like me, I'm just like you. I was a bad you too. Boom, welcome to the RTM Podcast Show, Season 4, you know, Episode 1, you get me? Big Bad Spray, Young Spray, you already know, here with my co-host
Cream, little vibes.
Queen Ice Cream, you get me? And you know, cause it's Season 4, we had to start off with a big legend in the building. You get what I'm saying? T on the wing. President T, you get what I'm saying? Thanks for coming to my brother, because I know this guy don't even talk here, so I don't even know how today's gonna go, but we're gonna try and get some talk out of him today, you get what I'm saying? But nah, man, love for coming to, man.
Respect, man.
Big legend in the game. Need to come and get your flowers today,
100%.
because as far as I'm concerned, obviously the grime world, seeing the grime world, fam, like, you're like a grime artist's favourite grime artist.
Yeah.
That's how mad it is. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He's like, a lot of the grime artists I know, they're always on a thing, yo, Prez, you get what I'm saying? They're rating Prez, you get me? And it's mad because I think when we first started, I must have been chatting to Pabs in it. I was like, oh, get Prez, or he's like, Prez, I don't think Prez will be on this, you know, so yeah, you get what I'm saying? You come a long way still. But you know, Pabs thinking, nah, man, ain't gonna be on talking. Do you get what I'm saying? But nah, gonna have a good show today. Thanks for all the comments. Gonna get into that. But today's show actually sponsored by Dark Side Rum Punch. I just want to say quickly, first of all, you get me? Dark Side Rum Punch. They give me something to say as well. Dark Side Rum Punch is a unique blend of the Caribbean with their founders from Dominica, my ends, and Jamaica, Cream's ends. Their punch is mixed only with the sweetest of fresh ingredients of exotic fruit juices. The punch is made with light and dark rum to really give you that slap on your chest once you taste it. You see what I'm saying? Free shipping to any address in the UK. And RTM listeners are able to get 20% off their first order by using the discount code RTM. So yeah,
see there.
We're gonna taste this thing today. What one do you want? There's passion fruit and mango, pineapple and coconut, or watermelon. Watermelon.
Stop right there.
So, what about you, Creamos?
I love
Dark
that
Side
one.
Rum Punch.
You want the pineapple thing, yeah?
The pineapple one, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try the passion fruit and mango. But yeah, now big up you lot though, Dominica and Jamaica. You get me? Favourite mix, you get me? But yeah, we're gonna try this. Yeah, Eid Mubarak as well to everyone, because it's Eid today. So yeah, that's why I'm allowed to drink me. You get me? Astaghfirullah, but you get what I'm saying? But it's all happening. You lot see me go trick, you get what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, big up my brother, man. You get me? I don't know if you've seen the show before, but obviously we start with like a background, like where you're from, where you was born. So yeah, I'm gonna start with that. Like, where was you born, my bro?
Birthplace, Birmingham.
Brampton, yeah.
And been in London since I was 3 years old. So birthplace, Birmingham, raised in London, basically.
Yeah, I saw that on the Wikipedia still.
Yeah.
So do you remember anything about Brum?
A few slight bits. I remember the house we lived in.
Ooh, yes, this is nice.
It isn't it? And you can smell the room as
This
you
is
lift the
nice.
lid. It's like, ooh.
This is nice. Sorry, go on.
Remember the house we lived in and a few other things like travelling to a few places, but very vague. But yeah, that's it.
Siblings?
Siblings, relatives, a large majority are still in Brum and Manchester as well.
How many siblings you got?
3.
3.
Yeah.
That's who?
Pabs.
Yeah.
H. And another older brother called Matthew.
Is he on the end? So is he?
No, he lives in Brum.
Okay.
Yeah.
All boys.
All boys, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All boys.
Madness in school days.
Yeah.
Madness. So, who's the oldest?
Well, from my mother, me. And then there's Pabs and then H. And then,
So he was always running that house.
Yeah, man. Always.
And then he's sex, you get me? So when you come to London, where was you living?
First place in London was Trafalgar Avenue, Tottenham.
Simple.
Just off White Hart Lane. So that was my introduction as a youth to the city of London, etc. And then after that, we moved up further upfield to the N18 postcode.
So Eddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Well, it wasn't really, it was classed as more of a halfway
in between.
area. It wasn't really fully Edmonton, or it weren't really that much Tottenham, but if anything, it was classed more Tottenham than it was Edmonton.
Is that like 4th Street end?
Yeah, 4th Street, Gloucester Road, Bridport Avenue, back of the North Mid and that.
Meridian.
Yeah.
That's where, okay. I'm just clocking now.
So, yeah. There.
Do you get, I'm just clocking now, Meridian, you get me? But yeah, we're going to get to that. Yeah. So how was school?
Yeah, school was...
I'm back for this.
School was... first school was a school called Wilbury Way in N18. Then secondary school was Alwood, the school that everybody wanted to go to if you're from those bits. And then after that, it was a tiny bit of Southgate College. And then after school, I'd done a bit of uni up in Manchester. I tried a thing in university, never worked out. And I went straight to the road and the music thing straight after that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going fast still, but yeah.
So what was you like at school? How was school life?
I was primary school.
Yeah.
I was primary school.
Primary school.
See, T's not a no long thing. He's trying to quickly make man know his whole life in 5 minutes.
Primary school, to be honest, primary school was, I got myself into quite a bit of trouble. Always getting excluded, etc. But still made it through.
Reasons why fighting?
Mischief. I couldn't keep my hands to myself. That type of thing. Hyperactive.
Nah, that sounded like Tim Westwood thing, fam. I couldn't keep my hands to myself. You gotta explain that one, That sounded like Timmy,
As far as when it came down to like arguments and confrontation.
Okay.
It was a straight hands on.
Okay, cause that sounded a bit Tim Westwoodish. Couldn't keep my hands to myself.
So I had to kind of grow out of that thinking. And come to secondary school now, it was kind of calm. My secondary school, you kind of had different segments of schools in North London that went to this school, primary schools. And it was kind of a survival of the fittest when you first kind of got there. So man from Tottenham, man from Hackney, man from...
All the place.
All come to this school.
Yeah.
Man, it was like, okay, so I kind of set my precedence in that school as well and just kind of made it through. But my issue in secondary school weren't other people, it was more the state and the actual school itself. So
What was your favourite subject? If you had one.
Drama,
Drama.
Yeah, drama and acting and
simple. Can you act?
100%.
You can act?
Yeah, 100%.
You lot need to get I need to get a T for the next top way. You get what I'm saying? So you're good at that, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I was alright. You get me? What about Cream thinks she's a little actress?
I think I can act, yeah.
Acting's something I've always had like a major love for still.
Yeah.
So that's like arts and performing arts or whatever, innit? So, see in school, was that when you started your love for like rapping and all that, or MCing or?
Well, there was a white boy in my class called Terry Collins. And his older brother was on pirate radio station, drum and bass.
Simple, jungle days.
So coming from that type of area, growing up listening to Yo MTV raps, no internet back them times or nothing. I kind of had to find my way in this music thing, and I was always a
Your
mic
MTV
man.
rap store, your mum had the Sky Dish store.
Come on.
Yeah, you had the Sky Dish store. Yeah, you had the big Sky Dish as well, you know. Big up mummy, you know. R.I.P. My Queen.
Come on.
But My Queen made sure we had that, you know,
Trust
the
me.
big Sky Dish. You
That
get
was
what I'm saying?
essential.
They don't know.
Nah.
You get me? They got easy TV
Yeah.
now, but yeah. So we say you had your MTV rap.
Drum and bass after that. I was on drum and bass trying to, you know, that was the thing then.
Definitely.
And then obviously that then merged into garage.
So was you spitting to drum and bass, yeah? 'Cause obviously, when I done my research, I see that your thing started from that.
Yeah, and when I was up in Manchester as well, I done a couple shows and raves and that. I knew guys like Tom Piper and that.
Simple.
Who, you know, he's kind of big on the drum
Yeah,
and bass thing.
come on.
So, yeah, from early. But obviously, that weren't really going nowhere for me back then. It was kind of going towards the garage side. of things. And then I was just waiting in the queue for when you was kind of allowed to spit on garage, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Because it sound proper.
Yeah, before you just...
Yeah.
I was kind of sitting back waiting, and as soon as it came, I jumped on it. You know what I mean? I jumped on it,
Do you
man.
make waves?
At the start, not really, no. I was finding my feet, finding my flow, my essence in my early days. And so once I did make waves, yeah. Yeah, once.
And then when did the grime thing start? How did that come about?
The grime thing come about when I was just before I went to done my spell in Manchester for about 3 years. Went up there, and Meridian obviously had formed.
Yeah.
They were doing bits of grime, so I formed my own crew up there called Dark Side Crew.
That was before Meridian.
Around the same time.
Okay.
Around the same time, but then I left Dark Side, came back to the bits, joined Meridian again.
Yeah, because who's in Meridian? Because I researched that as well. That was a...
Meridian crew, the original was Dan.
Yeah, Meridian Dan, big up Dan.
Addy Dan, another guy called D-Lo. Yeah, another guy called D-Lo who ain't about no more for whatever reasons, but...
Yeah, big up D-Lo.
H, Bossman.
H, Bossman.
Lieutenant. Skepta. and
Birdie,
myself.
my guy. Big up Skepta. What, Skepta was in there and Jamie?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Meridian crew.
the original.
Boom, original Skepta, DJ. Man like DJ Skepta.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get what I'm saying? When he just started.
Original.
Big up Skepta though.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So you lot was just, that's a big group though.
Yeah.
To begin with. So what happened from there? How did you lot go from there?
Kind of, well, I was in an estate called the Waymarts in Tottenham. And we were just trying to make waves, trying to go on certain sets and that. And then we kind of formed together as Meridian crew, the wider aspect. And went to, we was on radio from early with all the other crews, the main crews and that. And we made a presence because we wanted to stand out from the crowd, really. You know what I mean? And respect to all the members, man. Respect.
Now all the members are some big members as well. That actually ended up doing some big things. You get what I'm saying? So how did that break up? Or
Kind of went our separate ways, to be honest. The Meridian incident. There was an incident on Meridian Walk where someone got shot.
Oh, don't they?
Yeah. Basically, it was an argument that turned into a next thing.
Yeah, now it goes in the ends.
Yeah, and the obviously Trident got involved, etc. Certain man got moved out of their house by police or whatever the reasons were, left for the right reasons. We kind of went our separate ways in life, financially.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So even though, we was a crew, now that things took place, everyone's living here, there and everywhere, you still got to earn your bread. So, and then a certain man had fallouts and that, arguments and disagreements. Some man probably assumed that them man over there was trying to get more shine or trying to, you know what I mean? You know how it goes. But that kind of broke itself, and then it went into two segments. You had the
Boy Better Know, obviously.
and the Bloodline.
And Bloodline.
Yeah, so both splinter groups of Meridian.
Meridian, yeah.
Right.
Big up Boy Better Know. So that's that. So that was that when Skepta started MCing? Or did he start MCing with Meridian crew?
No, Skepta started MCing when he used to roll with me from back in the day. We used to go places, go on trips to Manny and stuff. And he always had a knack for it.
Yeah.
He always had a knack for it. And I said, yo, man, you might as well start spitting. And he did. So respect to him. And he
Mad talented. You get me? Mad talented. Man can do the producing and the spitting.
What's your connection to Manchester? You say that you keep going up there.
I got relatives up there.
Oh, okay, right.
Family.
Right.
My ends, you know.
Okay.
My ends. I'm going there on this weekend actually.
Oh yeah.
Sideway up, but yeah. So all right. So Bloodline. Obviously, that's when you got introduced 9mm Major, my guy.
Oh yeah.
That's when Major come true.
Yeah.
So he's just the only addition of the rest.
The only addition of the wasn't part of the original four.
Yeah. Because obviously I was doing my research in it, so I was reading all these things and I was like, okay, so that's when Millie come true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he was part of a clique called Cold Blooded.
Okay.
Which was an N9 crew.
Okay.
Scorcher, Cookie,
Okay.
Dollar, and a next guy. But they was kind of hard back in the day.
Yeah, they would have been. Because you know Scorcher's thing.
Mm-hmm.
But now big up 9mm, man. That's my guy, man. But so Bloodline, that's how Bloodline formed. Because you see what, in a few of I've had a few comments. They like, get someone from Bloodline, Bloodline. So obviously you lot still got a following, a strong following.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Because so I thought someone from Bloodline, boom, I'm gonna get Prez. Because I ain't really seen
I would
Prez.
say that I would say that we kind of formed the original one of the original North London trends of spraying bars and taking it to a place where if you listen to a certain man nowadays, if he sounds like that, you would say to yourself, you know what, that's that Meridian type of...
Fam, I don't think no one sounds like you though. You've got a mad flow still. These things mad. That's how I had to draw for Prez, you get me, for my Invisible Tears. I got Prez on, come on man, come on, you know we got the big tune on there. Do you get what I'm saying? Money on my mind, miss me with all that. Nah.
Yeah, trust me.
Prez is a madness. Do you get what I'm saying? Off beat, then come back on, then two on the week, like mad beat, boys, madness, full on. Do you get what I'm saying? But nah, Prez is hard, man. But how did like the Bloodline thing? How did that get popping off? Because you lot were massive, man, in that grime world. Do you get me?
Yeah, we just put the work in, really. You know, we had to, you know. There was a time in the game where you had to come up with volume of work.
Right.
A lot of volume would have got you places, or it's going to secure the bag anyway. So whether the people take your stuff or not, it's going to get you the revenue streams. And so we had to put the work in. And we done graft in all parts of the country. So we made sure we covered certain fan bases up north, especially where there's no activity or there's just a kid in a village who's got access to a radio or something. You know what I mean? So we made sure we covered all grounds, and that's how we kind of got big. The merch as well.
How did you come up with that? Kill off Kili.
You know what? Kill off Kili was growing up in a Caribbean household. It was something that I heard a few times.
That's what I'm saying. Man started this Killy thing still, you know, before Popcorn.
What's your background?
Before Popcorn, you get me?
Jamaica's
Nah, he started the Killy thing before Popcorn. Still.
So
Kill off Killy, like madness.
And there was a time in grime, obviously, the one-liners and the forward bars. You know what I mean? So I just ran with it, and it worked. Yeah.
But you see, one thing I noticed with your thing, bruv, you always left your fans wanting more, bruv. Like, they needed.
I'd rather them. I don't want to sound bad, but I'd rather them want more than to
overdo
have had too much.
You
know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And there's a man out there that are coming on this thing where they're spraying bars and they're trying to, you can hear it in their voice, they're trying to be someone they're not. And it's not going to work for them, because when that someone they're trying to be wakes up or comes back, then the fan's going to say, oh, wait there, that's not your thing. That's the... You know, no disrespect to 50 Cent, but it's like a Lloyd Banks 50 Cent thing. When I heard Lloyd properly, I thought, wait there, that's where 50 got it from. If you know what I'm saying, there's always the originator of the thing or the flow or something, and that's the way I feel about it. That scenario still,
Yeah. Now, what was I gonna say? Nah, you just put me off. Like, I can't believe you're rating Lloyd Banks over 50. You get me?
Lloyd
That
Banks
threw
is
me
hard
off.
though.
Nah, Lloyd Banks is hard, but
when it comes to the original,
boss, you get me?
but when it comes to the original Queen's flow of how they laid it down as a crew and everything, you could tell that his thing should be the first forward thing. You know,
Lava for Young Buck though.
Yeah, man.
Lava for Young Buck. You get me? Young Buck's guy mad. You get me? Young Buck's guy mad. Digging at the trans thing, but one of the comments told me I need to keep them things to myself. You get me? One of the comments told me that you need to keep your what you think about gays and all that, keep that to yourself and all that. You get me? But lava for Young Buck. You get me? Lava for Young Buck. But do you know what? Let me find this, because they got onto me, Cream. Sorry, I'm gonna get back to your story, but a man got onto me and he come with some constructive criticism. I had to say to him, thanks for your constructive criticism. You get what I'm saying? But he was telling me, where is it, man? He told me some big spray. Oh, see?
Basically telling you not to go ham, not go too crazy.
He's going mad. I can't even find it. Let's just carry on until I find it. Carry on, Cream, help me. Ask him something.
Don't, baby. No.
Yeah. No, but it's me. You know, I'm having to let them know. My outburst is being like people saying, there it is.
You're
look.
always getting out.
They're clocking that I just have had outbursts accidentally. But here to raise awareness, big you up, But he says, Spray, I watch all your shows and I enjoy them, but you are in real danger of sabotaging your show and hard work with your outbursts. You really need to think before you speak. A problem I have, he says. Number one, he says, keep all your thoughts about gay people off camera. The gay community will shut you down, bro, and force you back on road in a coffin or a jailhouse. But man, I saw them, I know on them around me, sorry. Boom. Number two, I had... No, you're laughing. See, that's what I'm saying. It's all just jokes, fam. Can't I have jokes? Come on, man. My cousin, I'm going to keep drawing for Coel again. You get me? Coel, the biggest gay in the community. You get what I'm saying? I chat to her all the time. But anyway, boom. Number two, Lady Fury, innit? Grind, come on. Okay. Lesbian.
Okay.
Flying the flag for gay people, my cousin, you get me? I didn't want to say that to begin with, but it's out now. Number two, I had your back about the Tricky contradicting himself a few weeks ago, but you're kind of doing the same thing when you're talking about busting a man's head open. Leave Tricky alone and move on because you are reopening old wounds, fam. But I'm over that. That's not even nothing. Even that response, when I said Young Spray responded to Tricky, this is an old episode. I just basically just cut it and put it out because I saw the ego thing and I knew I'd get views, and because you lot like foolishness, and it got views, and that was it. That was, you know what I mean? And I see now they've got a thing, Pound Sterling got Tricky today, I think. You get me? They got a next one, so he's probably going to be talking rubbish again. I saw the clip about it, about the belly, and what do you say? The man that's not bust, the man that's saying he weren't busting his gun, he's the one that he can show his belly and no scars. Look, my belly's got scars still, but you get me, a bad boy. But do you get what I'm saying? But he's saying, but it's mad because I saw that Doug, the fat guy, he's saying, the belly's nice or something. The fat guy's telling Tricky's belly's nice, lava. But lava, Doug. But I just want to say, we don't follow no one, everyone follows us, you get me? All our guests are booked in, how long you been booked in, fam?
A good couple of months now.
It's just because I saw the next comment said, because Pound Sterling got someone from Wolfenstein, got someone from Blueborough. No, bro, because I got Ozzy and Nico, they got Lethal B, and then, do you get what I'm saying? Tommy Bones and Jack Jones, that's my guys.
Big
you get what I'm saying?
Well,
big them up for last episode. That's my guys. You get what I'm saying? They were booked in from before. I just say what I say. I don't mean nothing. I don't mean no harm. I'm just, do you get what I'm trying to say? And people get me misunderstood sometimes. You get what I'm saying? But I'm really not about this podcast beef or podcast war. I don't care about all of that. Like, to be honest, when I started this show, me and Pounds was talking on the DMs and all that. I said to him, come on the show, do you get what I'm saying? And then like we was talking before, and I said, yeah, you know, come on the show, like this, and that was the last. He didn't reply. He gave me. I don't think he knew how to say. He didn't know how to say no, fam. I don't want to come on your show. You get me? He did, but big up pound sterling. You get what I'm saying? But
everyone.
Stop doing your little childish stuff, blood. But love her for Doug though. Don't be saying a man's belly is nice. You get me? Love her for that. But big up Pound Sterling. I don't want a one-on-one with Pound Sterling either. He looks physical. I'll beat up Tricky, but I don't want no one-on-one with Pound Sterling. But yeah, back to your story. I'm going mad. You lot are just leaving me to go mad. You get what I'm saying? Bloodline, blood.
Yeah.
Like, what's your best moments? Your best memories?
Best memories is probably the shows we've done together. You know, knowing that it's you know, when you build something from scratch with your team, the achievement of building it from scratch and not just jumping into something halfway house, you know, it's something that will never leave you. So, you know, it's Bloodline was a serious unit, and if it wasn't for, you know, industry politics and a few discrepancies, we'd probably still be running now, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because age is a madness as well. I just want to put that out there. Age is a madness as well. Pabs as well, you lot just got different. Yeah. Even Dan's a mad. Remember, I got a 2 with you and Dan as well. Check that out. Grand Freestyle.
Yeah, trust me.
On Hard to Kill Volume 3. Get me? That's a mad.
I think it's quite hard for groups to stay together, you know.
But you lot are friends.
It's kind of like the Wu-Tang effect. Everybody had their individual situations or deals of opportunities and times to shine or go.
Because Dan had a mad opportunity.
Yeah. Dan's a great artist. As a solo artist. He's a great artist.
Yeah.
Bossman.
Birdie. My guy still big up Birdie.
It's a talented individual that would always, if he takes it seriously and he puts his, you know, pen to paper more, he's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who else? H, obviously.
H, madness.
H was probably the trendsetter of this whole fast-paced grime spitting. You know what I mean?
Mad flow as well.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
Millie Major, don't leave out Major, man. Major's the gas in it. He's the gas in it. But you see Major, I don't see no one that puts in more work than that guy though. He puts in a lot of work.
Yeah. He puts in the graft, man.
Yeah, he's a grafter still. But Bloodline, nah. Big you lot up, man. Big you lot up. You get what I'm saying? So, how did your because obviously I see you link Chris and all that.
Okay.
That was more solo thing, innit?
Yeah, that was more of a little solo situation I had going on with them. Obviously that's come to an end a long time ago.
Oh, is it? I'm just late.
Yeah, that comes to an end a long time ago, and I've been doing my own thing ever since. But credit where it was due. When I worked with them, it all went smooth.
Yeah.
My profile went up.
Yeah.
We done big things. They was able to, you know, put me in certain places where it was hard for me as a solo man to just run a family life, do this, get my money.
You're just like me, and we ain't got time. That's why I needed Colin.
Yeah.
You know, like how you got a Chris, I got a Colin. You know, like Colin got me into places that I would have never. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
like even Dan's thing. Remember when Dan had that go-kart thing?
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I come true. You get what I'm saying? I come true.
German with Grand Prix, it was called.
Yeah. I come true, man.
That was alright still.
Yeah. All the triplets as well. 3 the triplets.
Yeah, the triplets was the Lethal B.
Lethal B come true.
Conan, I think.
I got into Lethal that day as well. I was like, yo, blood, how come you ain't following me back, blood? You get what I'm saying? He thought that you followed me back. You get what I'm saying? He's like, no, I didn't know you was following me. Yeah, you did. You get me? Yeah, you did. You just needed me to see you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now I'm going mad again. See, it's that outburst. You get what I'm saying? It's the dark side. Rum punch. You get what I'm saying? I'm starting my madness, but nah. Big up Lethal. Big up Ozzy. Big up Nico. You get me more than him. No, I'm joking.
Oh gosh.
Large up Nico, that was dope.
Big up Nico.
Nico is my guy, and Ozzy is my guy. Prairie Court. But nah. So what's going on with you now, blood?
Now I'm kind of, well, to be honest, for the last couple of years or so, as you know, COVID licked the whole world down. It's no excuse for me, but still, it licked the whole world down, and I've been just enjoying the fruits of my labour in the past. You know, sit back and watch. It ain't always some rat race. Sometimes I sit back and I think, you know what, I've done my thing. You know, I've done my thing. I can just sit back and enjoy it now. Enjoy the culture that's running now. If man want to give me credit for the input that I put into it, if not, I'm cool.
I think they all know. Like I said, the weird thing about President T is that a lot of the grime artists, I swear to you, you're their favourite, or they definitely rate President T. See, like the proper grime heads that know about grime, your name's always included.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because I keep my, do you get what I'm saying? I know what's going on out here. Do you get what I'm saying? You get me? I'm not getting any guests and any and everyone. Yeah. No one can just come and sit here and this is a flowers guy. Do you get what I'm saying? That needs and deserves every flowers. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and what this show is about as well, that's why I've had people like Skinny Man, just certain people that I don't feel get celebrated enough. That's why I've got my platform, and I want these people to get, do you get what I'm saying? I want people to understand these are the guys, bruv. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that built this thing. Do you get what I'm saying? That helped build this thing anyway. Do you know what I mean? And in the grime world, you're definitely, man, one of the people. And even when I done my research, it just goes to show, like, raw, man's been here from the get-go. Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because even I didn't know you was there from drum and bass. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, big you up for that, man. But how did T end up on the wing, blood? But T on the wing?
There was on the wing.
Yeah, how did you end up on the wing? Because obviously I'm knowing from his T on the wing, like I'm knowing the wing, innit? Well, I know about the wing, so I'm knowing, right, T was on the wing.
The first time was in 2003. 2003 when I was up north in Manchester.
You went Joe in Manchester, Forest Bank.
Forest Bank.
See, come on, you think I don't know the thing? Come on.
Forest Bank, man.
Free gav though.
That gel there only built for the thick skinned. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah. But anyway, went to Forest Bank because of what I got involved in. I was supposed to be up there on a higher education thing, but instead I got involved with the wrong people and etc. And then a door got licked off. Feds found some food in there and all that, like a key, you know, and all that. And the guys that was with me, they was from London as well, but they was from another part. So they weren't built. They was from West London. They weren't built. They had this fear in them of jail. And they just sung. They just sung, and so
they didn't want to go for his bank.
Nah. So what did I get?
You just kept your mouth shut.
You know, which was a light bird for the charge.
Possession though, innit?
Yeah, and then
you got done a possession, not intent.
And then the very last time was 06. And that was for...
What did you say? Oh, I thought you said he was 6. I was about to say you're going bonkers, you know.
2006, yeah.
Man said 06. I thought man said I was 6. I was like, nah, blood, ladder.
Yeah, but 06. So that's spent, and the 06 one was spent. 06 was like band driving.
Yeah, come on, my style.
Lordship Lane.
Drive on a band just to see my girl, G.
Yeah, Lordship Lane, went down the stairs. And I thought, raw.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that where I went? Is that where I got my drive? Nah, Lordship Lane actually allowed me. It's Wolf and Forest that sent me down for driving on a
Lordship Lane. Yeah.
Well, they sent you down, yeah?
Yeah, for driving whilst disqualified to come out on a extended test.
Yeah, so that thing.
Came out, done that quickly, and then.
Where did you go for that? The Ville? Or how old is you?
Ville, then transferred to Wayland. Wayland was alright. Wayland was cool, man.
Yeah.
Patties in there and that, rice and peas.
But you know, like when you're on a, driving on a band thing, like I don't even want to move, but don't send me nowhere. I just do my
I think between 2004 and 8, there was an overcrowded thing in the prisons.
I was in the Ville 04.
So a lot of people was based in London, North London, going court, getting sent to the Ville, and within the first 2 weeks getting shipped out to like a country jail just to feed the spaces. I remember that time.
Yeah, 04, I was in the Ville 04 for not doing community service. Yeah, banged out with Sharpie. That's where man punched up Mr. Forder. So yeah, moved to Mr. Ford. Big up Mr. Ford. You get what I'm saying? Smacked him all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, big up Mr. Ford. So how did you find prison? Did it make you know yourself? Like I don't want to come back here.
It kind of made me say to myself, give myself some time, thinking time, meditation, whatever you call it. But to actually assess when I come out, I'm not going to make the same mistake again. I'm going to go forward. And really and truly, a lot of people end up in prison for one thing, trying to get peace. You know what I mean? And once you get to a stage in life...
Well, that's the right thing to end up in prison. Well, there's no right thing. Let me just stop there. I'm going mad. What I'm saying is better than doing badness or...
Once you get to a stage in life when you think, now I can get the peace without risking my freedom.
You're good to go.
You've done it.
Any kids?
Yeah. I got 4 kids.
So did that change your perspective?
Oh, 5 kids actually. Sorry.
Oh look, forgot one.
Sorry, 5 kids.
Forgot one.
Yeah, 5 kids. Yeah.
You're going in though.
Yeah.
Things functioning still. These things functioning.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man.
Did that change your perspective?
Big style.
Yeah.
Big style. Yeah. It kind of made me not risk it no more to a certain extent.
It's different when you got when you rely
got
when other people relying on you.
Yeah. So I think to myself now, I'm not going to risk it no more, and that's when I kind of put when I went to the music more. You know what I mean, I thought to myself, you know what, boom, give my kids someone to be proud of, or try and leave them something, a legacy, legacy at least. But yeah, and
if not a legacy, leave them some paper. You know what I'm saying? It makes you more want to work. Because that's what I'm in that zone. Like, can't be leaving my youth with £0. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I mean? I got to pattern up, lad. But yeah, man, do Pabs.
Yeah.
What's everyone dealing with now, man? From the Bloodline. Is Bloodline still making music? Because I think that's what they want to know, bro. Like, they're in there, they're telling me get Bloodline on. They want some music from Bloodline, fam.
Yeah. That's a bit of a sticky one still, because you know, certain members are not on the same page with each other. There's been fallouts in the past.
Okay.
And it's kind of crumbled the relationship, if you know what I mean. It's made the relationship go a bit thin. So, but we're all speaking. So it's one phone call away, really, that type of thing. I could phone Paps tomorrow and say, yo, get her from Birdie and Boss Man.
Well, of course you can phone your brother. That would be mad. But actually, the main subject today is family. We're going to be talking about family. So maybe sometimes you can't phone your brother. Because me and my brother don't even chat. One of my brothers, you get me? Suck his mother. No, I'm joking. That's my mother. But yeah, boom. You get what I'm saying? I'm going outburst. You get what I'm saying? But no, so that's good, man, because I'm going to have Pabs on it at some point as well. Yeah. Pabs, you get me? You know, Pabs is suited for this thing. Yeah, you know, he's suited for this thing. I got to have a nice subject for Pabs, you get me? Relationships.
Looking back in hindsight, and you're looking back at, you know, like the little disputes, because I noticed, I think Frisco was the only one that came on that never really had like group politics, innit?
My bad. I thought that was Deluxe. Oh my gosh.
Apologies.
Nah, that's cool. Nah, D, you're my guy still, but I thought, is that what he done? Again. You get what I'm saying? Nah, D, you're my guy. But not my guy like that, because that's lava, but you get me? Sorry.
I was saying, like, you know, like looking back and you've seen, you know, like where there might have been little fallouts and stuff. Have you got any regrets, or do you feel like there's some stuff that you lot could have easily have worked on now that you're looking
real,
back?
Frisk is like the only
Frisco,
one that come
was
to
the only one.
And them lot was
like every group has had. Every group. Like,
always
have that. Do you know what I mean? Because strong personalities, when you're dealing with creatives and stuff like that, do you get what I mean? It's going to happen.
Sometimes, there's a lot of regrets. So basically, I just think that our problem was you let who's popping right now go forward first in order. Don't watch the man that's popping and like no, what I need to get my thing up there because you're all part of a collective. So it's not going to run like that. It's sometimes maybe it might sound a bit mad, but there's only enough space for one to go through at a time. And that was our biggest problem. And I never had a problem with that because I always knew how solid my team was.
Yeah, come on.
And I thought to myself, right, I'm more than happy. Everyone's journey, everyone's journey, I was there. But I was also doing my thing alongside and keeping my sovereignty up there. So Dan, Birdie, Skepta, Jamie, I was always President T throughout all this. So yeah, man. And that's all it was. If they would have just sat down and
Battle of the egos, it sounds like. That was our topic last week.
It's the egos, man. It's the egos, man. It's the egos. And who do you blame it on? You know what I mean? You can't blame it on the fans. You can't say to yourself, nah, you know what? It's the fans' fault because he's only going to like one of us at one time. You know what I mean? It's crazy when you think about it, bro. That's what happened.
Yeah, nah. But Dan with that German whip, Dan went mad still. That went mad.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I think that even took him by surprise.
He come up with a good concept, good energy, heavy trackers, big tune. Instrumental. He had the right features on the track as well. Jamie and H in grime. What more could you ask for at the time? So he had that. He got the German whips in the video as well. That gave it you know what I mean? So it became a trend, a German whip after that. Everybody was on German whips. And I'm not saying man weren't on it prior to that, but you know what I mean? That made it proper. Yeah.
But you think maybe he could have, I don't know, promoted Bloodline more during that time?
Yes and no. Yes, at the time.
At that time, it was like Meridian done.
Yes.
Meridian done.
Yes, at the time. And people might say this about Dan and Red, but one thing I must say, and this
Dan's a boxer though. He's physical still. So.
But this might make
I don't think they can say it to his face still.
I don't
think they can say it to his face still. But
this might upset a few people, or you know, might think. But this just me being real. Dan was working with certain people that weren't on our wavelength. So how do you expect him to? You know what I mean? Think of a plan like that. You know what I mean? When you're working with a big industry, they ain't looking to take you and your whole block.
Yeah.
You know, they've made that clear numerous amount of times. It's like, we'll take one at a time and we'll try and milk the game off him and and you know what I mean? And Dan was just under that spell.
But that's their, I think that was their loss because they should have took the whole clip.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you understand? Because...
But to single out Dan and say that, maybe some people could say, yeah, he could have done this a bit more, but so could everyone that's big now, for whoever they was around, really and truly. A man said that about me. I'm pretty good at it. Like, bro, you know what I mean? Everybody time will come. That's all it is.
Yeah, no, that was...
And you've got to make the most of when your time is there as well, isn't
it?
Yeah, now me and Dan was dealing them times still, you get me? So we had some fun times, you get what I'm saying? Man. We had some fun times, man, you get me? Even that track, I was listening to that last night, the one with me, you and Dan. It's kind of mad big track still, you get me? Big up Sean as well, the Raise guy, Sean Blood, Sean's doing things now. Like,
Sean, I know,
he's engineering for, who's he engineering for? What's my man's name? Eddie One.
Okay,
Sean's doing his thing, blood.
Big up Sean, man. Sean D.
Yeah, Sean D, man. Being grafted from the get-go. Do you know what I mean? Doing my works. He was doing Mike GLC's works. He was doing your works. You know when we had that little, from the little tight studio in Enfield. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, the little tight sweatbox. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big up Sean, he's probably somewhere nice now still.
Yeah.
He's probably somewhere nice now.
Some of the best sessions come out of them little Gaza studios.
But his gal was wearing the trousers.
Okay.
Remember that gal? Anna. Anything Anna saying, like Sean's moving. Sean's going mad, you get what I'm saying? I wonder if he's still with Anna. You get what I'm saying? I wonder if he's still with Anna. He probably thinks he's too nice for Anna now.
I ain't seen him for a hot minute.
He probably thinks he's too nice for Anna now. You know, Sean? I see he lost weight and all them things. I see, raw. No more belly, Sean. All like, you get me? Big up Sean though. Work rate. You get me?
Work rate freestyle. I've done a work rate freestyle.
Yeah.
That Anna filmed actually. And
Anna was putting in her work still. Yeah. She put in her work. But now, man, do you still chat to Skepta or not?
Yeah. I was with Skepta the other day, Jamie's Grime MC event.
Yeah.
In Hackney. It was a big turnout still.
Yeah.
Skepta was there, and yeah, man. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, no, I do. I chat to D Whyte all the time. You get me?
Yeah.
D Whyte, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, he's telling me that Skepta's on big things now, and you get me? He's still doing his thing. But yeah, man. Big up everyone. You forget big up. You get me?
It just goes to show where man's coming from, the part of the country, and the essence and the talent that breeds from there.
Yeah.
You're an example. I'm an example.
Come on, man.
It's just we will cover so much ground. Whereas, to be honest, I don't know why this is, but if we weren't from that part of the country, our opportunities would have probably been half what they are.
Right.
Probably even less than half. So yeah, bless that, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Cream, what was you gonna say? Cause that right sounded like you had something to say still.
No.
I lied.
No.
That right sounded like there was something coming out of that right.
It wasn't.
That was a mind games right.
It wasn't.
That was a mind games right. You get what I'm saying? That was a mind games right. Nah, man. So, anything else you wanna tell us about your upbringing? You get what I'm saying? Right now,
upbringing was kind of sharp still, man. Strict as a young buck. Obviously, Jamaican background and that.
Did you have both parents?
No, dad was away.
Dad's guy,
obviously,
all the time.
But the mum was on point. Straight bang in the jaw if you step out.
Man, she's just bringing up man.
Yeah. So she weren't taking no crap. And it's because of that upbringing there is what made me the man that I am today, and gave me the drive to do certain things and to want to please crowds, etc. Because she was a singer.
Okay.
So that's where it comes
vinyls
from.
And that Lovers Rock and all that.
That's where you don't get the music bug from.
Kind of. And my dad, he was a mic man.
Simple.
Yeah. So.
Even when I researched, it said Birdie's your cousin.
Yeah, first cousin as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get. I knew Bird. I knew slightly he's got connects in Brum as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because that's how Debo, my guy Debo. You get me? Yeah. That's my nigga. You get what I'm saying? He's the one that rang me favela. Boom, big up Debo. You get me? Okay. My Debo. You get what I'm saying? Do you remember that time? So it was Dan's video shoot. Had a video shoot one time around the back of 4th Street. And Debo come shoot.
Yeah.
Remember when the feds come for me, blood?
Yeah. I remember that.
The feds come and rugby tackled me, fam, and little thing did go on and machine and you see me?
Yeah.
That was a madness though.
It was
a crazy madness. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why people don't realise when I say I'm a blessed guy, blood.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Cause I come there to support my guys. I don't know why the feds came out. They started running after me. I didn't know what they was running after me for. Boom, I run. They rugby tackled me. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bag.
Remember
boom,
that still? Yeah.
Bag. That's the bag. Yeah. Boom. Next man's picked up the bag. He's trying to give me back the bag. I can't believe he's trying to give me back the bag. The police have got me, Cream. They're on me. The man saying, yo, your bag. I'm saying, yo, I'm looking at him. Get that out of there. I can't believe you're telling me my bag. There's madness in the bag. Get that out of there. The man saying, I got your bag. I'm saying, get that out. I'm even looking at him like, bro, please don't send me prison.
Yeah.
They've got, you get me? They got the bag out of there. The bag's got madness in it that will fire up anything that needs firing. You get what I'm saying? But it's gone. Yeah. The bag's gone now.
Yeah.
Now the bag's gone, I've realised, oh my gosh, I've got something sharp on me. You get me? I've got something sharp on me now. I've stood up, you get what I'm saying? They've got me up, I'm like, what's going on? They're even like, I'm looking at Otis, my guy Otis, I love you. Do you get what I'm saying? I love my guy Otis, OG. I know we don't talk really no more, but you're my guy. You get what I'm saying? I've given Otis to please help me. Look, you get me? I'm saying, fam, there's something sharp on me. You get what I'm saying? I've got it. Otis is come. It's gone. You get everything's gone. They've searched, found nothing. I'm cool. Otis is cool. Everyone's cool. Everyone's gone home that day.
Yeah.
But that was a mad day. That was a mad day. Please don't come for me, police. You get me, for what I've said. It's another outburst. You get me? I didn't really have nothing on me. Yeah. I'm just acting. You get what I'm saying? I'm just doing this for the crowd. But it was a mad day. You get what I'm saying? But,
I was about to say allegedly.
It's a mad day. It's all alleged. It's all alleged. I didn't have nothing on me. It's all alleged. You don't never find it anyway. You don't never find it anyway. You silly billies. You silly billies. You silly billies. You get what I'm saying? Man tried to give me back, but you lot was right. You get what I'm saying? You came, you chased me for the right reason. You just never found what you wanted. You get what I'm saying? It's gone. You get what I'm saying? Come heavy. You get what I'm saying? But I've changed. I've reformed. I don't carry nothing crazy no more. You will never find anything on me. You get what I'm saying? Unless I'm going for people and I'm joking.
I was gonna say this
dark
drink
side, rum, sack off it. Yeah, sack off it. You can see, look at my bottle and look at you lot's bottle. Everyone, my one's nearly.
That's exactly me. It's on sippy sip. From I opened the lid, I smelled it. You know, I said, "Whew."
Nah, true taste.
Sip this slowly.
Remember, I've been good as well as Eid. And Eid Mubarak, astaghfirullah as well. I'm going mad.
Where you going good? You're going crazy.
Yeah, I'm going mad. Let me calm down. Boom.
Yeah.
Pattern up myself. Boom. Get back to business. Creamos. My G. You get me? Let's move on swiftly. Current affairs. You get what I'm saying? We got some current affairs to talk about because Westwood's going mad, but go on.
Yeah, well, we might as well start with that, innit?
Yeah.
Tim Westwood. So...
Timmy, man.
Tim Westwood, he stepped down from BBC. Is the BBC... No, is it One Extra?
Yeah,
One Extra. So he stepped down from wherever he is working. Capital, that's it, yeah. Capital.
Yeah.
And the BBC, it was them that actually put out a documentary, BBC 3, about him abusing his power, allegedly.
Yeah.
With women coming out saying that he's...
black women?
Yeah. It was all black women saying that he's, like, sexually...
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what the right word to use because it wasn't anything like that.
Yeah,
but they're saying that he's used his position in order to like expose himself to women. Like sexually make advances and just take the piss.
They let off.
But I don't know what they did.
Does that mean I'm an enabler?
Did they say they let off?
Does that mean I'm an enabler?
I don't know.
Not like they've got a word for people like me. It's like, does that mean I'm an enabler? Because I'm saying they let off.
What I did see though was that Mike Righteous.
Yeah, Mike, I know, blood.
Did you know that
I was chatting to Mike.
Because I didn't know that, because he made the blogs and stuff, because apparently he had done a song about him, exposing him years ago.
I didn't even know
that. That Tim Westwood's people, he said, that because of his power at the time, they blackballed him.
Big up Mike Righteous, though.
Big up Mike
Righteous. Check out that episode.
Right.
But that's why I've had to start doing more research. Because it's like I'm thinking, oh my God, I let Mike get... Mike used to go out with Maya Jama as well.
Okay.
I missed that. You get what I'm saying? And, I wanted to ask him about
one of the guests that from the beginning that was anti-Tim as well. Remember? Rizzle Kicks. I forgot Jordan.
Oh, was Jordan anti?
Remember when I said I saw him and he was like he don't rate.
Okay.
I remember when he was doing like what we been up to. Remember when I said I saw him?
No, I'm gonna check that episode out. I'm gonna put out a short. I'm gonna put out a short of that episode because everyone's been copying our shorts. As soon as we put out a short, Pound Sterling puts out shorts. You get what I'm saying? Everyone wants to copy.
I saw on TikTok the other day, and it was Tim Westwood was in a club, and a woman's filming him, and he can't hear her. But he thinks she's filming him like she's a fan, so he's there. Have you still got that video to send me? It's on TikTok. He's there posing like a fan, and she's like, "Dirty Tim, move your dirty blood!" Like she's cussing him out, And he's there proper, posing, thinking that. But a lot of people before this documentary have got him up.
Okay.
As a little dirty guy in they have been saying that, it's not nothing new. Do you get what I mean? But what I'm saying is. It's like the R. Kelly situation with you saying about enablers. All of the enablers in the industry, you lot are just as bad because everybody turns a blind eye until it's time to, you know what I'm saying, until a little show comes out or a documentary. Everybody knows that what he's been doing because loads of people talk about Tim on the scene when it comes to girls. But you know what it is? Man didn't want to fuck up their crib session.
With the with the Tim Westwood situation, I've established that, you know, there's a saying, too little, too late.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, you can dangle a man's capital position in front of him, you know what I mean? But why has it only come out now?
Now, like they're trying to do something to get rid of him now.
It kind of seems like the opportunity you was promised never came through. And so you got a bit in your
watched
feelings.
it and I thought, yeah, you're a rage guy, Tim, you know. But you know what? I'm not even gonna lie, fam. Like I just thought, like, right, these girls are a bit nuts as well.
And half of the people in the industry, if they're single, let's be real, they're using their power to get laid. They're using their fame or their, you know what I mean, their popularity to, because there's a lot of men in this industry that
they're digging
wouldn't get within 2 meters of a gal or any sort of that if they weren't doing music.
Come on,
or
Stormzy got Maya Jama. Stormzy got Maya Jama. And I'm going mad again. Is that another outburst? Is that another outburst? Sorry. But I'm just saying, like, people get gal in it in the industry now.
I don't like to talk on what I don't know for facts, but I do know that he was around enough girls in under 18 raves.
Who?
You know, like
Westwood?
18, and there was a time back in the day where there was under 18 raves, innit?
Okay.
And you lot are over those ages.
Yeah.
So to me, I just hope that no one wasn't talking to any girls in them times because this is out of your.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? If you're a DJ or a promoter or something like that, and that's the environment that you're doing, you're not meant to exploit who's there. Do you understand what I mean? Like that's not for you. That's meant to strictly be a business situation, a financial situation. That's not a stomping ground for you to find a link or anything like that because that's not. Do you understand?
Also,
do you get it?
there's two sides to the coin.
Definitely.
Because there's a lot of people out there, as they would say, culture vultures, or like you know, females and males.
But it's being black girl as well, though.
Females and males that want to get close to the star or the person in that way. You know, and so
but that's what I think as well. I think like
I agree, because I'm a woman at first, so I'm gonna stick up for women. But let's have it right. Girls sleep with man to get into raves. Men's, they do. There is a certain type of girls that they like sleeping with DJs. They like sleeping with promoters. They like sleeping with security. They're out there. They do it.
It's like a badge on their board.
Yeah, but my whole thing is like, okay, like, because even I watched it and I thought, Tim, man. But you know what it is? It's like I'm thinking, because what you have to pray as well, none of these women went to police, So it's not a police argument. You get what I'm saying? He never harried you. You get me? Because if he harried you, you'd be going police screaming harry. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just feel sometimes like, you know what you've done. Like even like some of the stories like, like I just had it because I didn't know what to do. Like you knew what to do. You could say no. You could say, what are you doing? Come off me. Do you get what I'm saying? Cause there's gal in my family that know about that. You get me? Cause we're not like, we bring up the gal them properly. So we know like, you're gonna say no, what are you doing? You don't just go with the flow. Like you went with the flow because he was Westwood, because in your head you thought, this could lead to something rare. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And now, because that's what happens, innit? Now you feel like, that was a bit of a slag moment, and then you want to just let it out now. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, as if it's his fault. As well. Do you get what I'm saying? Because realistically, you shouldn't have even, what's going on? I'm hearing how Westwood was moving like bad, man. Like, I'm seeing like raw. Like, the girl saying like, she was in the car and he just whipped out his thing and all of this and and I'm thinking, raw, hold on.
That's some bold way of thinking.
But I'm thinking, so
brave,
you didn't tell him like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, put that back in, like, what are you dealing with? Or phone your brother, or phone your dad, or phone your mum and say, what happened to this white man's going mad? Am I having another outburst? Alright, call him mister. You get what I'm saying? But go on, keep talking.
I don't know. I don't know, boy.
Cause Tim, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I think a lot of people just allowed him. And do you know what it is as well? I think you don't need to look at all the artists that keep it quiet about it. Do you get what I'm saying? They're all enablers. Do you get what I'm saying? They're all enablers. There's bare enablers right now. Like,
my thing is also as well,
no one's sticking up for the girls. You get what I'm saying?
Why now and why not before?
You're being an enabler. You're being an enabler. I thought you was for the girls.
I am,
What
but
do you mean, why now?
but I just think, why
You have to
now?
go with the facts.
It's an open question.
You're
I just
enabling.
feel, no, I'm not enabling, because I'm just thinking, like, has he done something like that people are trying to take him down? Like, you lot didn't know this stuff for years.
You're enabling.
These girls are talking about stuff that happened how many years ago? Like, where did you even get all of them to get their stories together to do this doc? Like, if it wasn't a police situation, did the BBC? Did they go to the BBC? Where did the BBC find these
I remember
people?
they
Do you
remember he
understand what I'm
used to be
saying?
on the BBC
Come
before,
on,
you know.
like,
That's right.
he's rubbed
Remember he
somebody
used
on
to
the
be on
wrong
the
way.
BBC. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
To me, that's
You're
what I
enabling,
think.
though. You get
I'm
me?
not enabling nothing.
What you have to remember as well, he's got his this is probably their way of trying to crumble down the culture
And
as well.
wash their hands off of the situation.
Credit
as well.
to Tim. You know, in all
Credit to Tim, you're enabling.
No. Until it comes out in a court of law,
You're enabling.
there's a
Credit to
prosecution.
Tim.
Yeah.
I'm
You
not
lot are
one to
enabling.
speak negative
You lot are
on the
enabling.
situation. The court of law has to solve that, and then I'll make up my judgment.
You lot are enabling.
But,
Get what I'm saying?
yeah, he's got a big slice of the culture in his hands as far as rap's concerned. And
Bro, it's bare
you know,
black guy. Hey, Tim, leave the
Tim
black
Westwood
women alone.
goes
A
back.
lot of black women. You get what I'm saying? You're just doing madness.
Tim
Dirty
Westwood.
Tim. You get what I'm saying? I'm not enabling. I've had enough of this. It's enabling. You get me? I've had enough of this enabling. Dirty Tim. You get what I'm saying? Dirty Tim. Warm to you, man. And the wickedest thing is, Tim, you're my guy, you know? You
I
get
know.
what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely right. He's never done said anything.
That's what I'm saying,
but
Tim,
man,
you're my
like,
guy, you know. But don't be being bait like that. To I've got to now call you dirty Tim, and I've got to now stop enabling. You get what I'm saying?
You're
These lot are enabling. I can't. You get me? I'm on my last. The man said in the comments.
No one should be abusing their power, but I don't know what's really good. Do you get what I mean? I knew he was having fun around the girls, but I thought that the girls knew what he was about, and they was having fun with him. Do you get what I mean?
Enabling.
Anything out of that, I don't agree with it, because I'm not into nothing else like
Tim,
that. But that's my
Tim
stance.
Cream wants that crib session. Make sure she gets a crib session for that, you know.
Yeah,
Cause we're
okay.
here as the RTM Podcast Show defending your.
I didn't defend.
We're enabling. We're enabling.
I didn't
Me,
defend
you,
him.
and Prez are
I
enabling.
didn't defend him because people have
all
said
three of us
that
are enabling.
he's always lurking around the gallem on the scene. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's up to you, innit? I'm talking about if
Listen,
it's not
all I know
you know,
is
if
if
you're
Tim-
doing shit you're not meant to be doing.
If Tim was a black man, yeah, they'll be going mad right now. If Tim was a black man and he was bare white girl,
Most definitely.
if he was a black man and it was bare white girl that was saying all of this stuff, there'll be a madness going on.
Most
Where
definitely.
Tim's a white man and it's bare black girl saying all of this, it's like we're all enabling. What have you got to say about this?
I don't have anything to say. How much girls did they say came out? Was it 5?
I thought it was just
7?
6.
No,
6.
How many came out for R. Kelly?
R. Kelly's a dirty kid, like R. Kelly's.
Do you understand?
going
I
mad.
didn't hear. I don't know because I didn't watch it all
R.
from
Kelly's
beginning to
going
end.
mad.
But
R. Kelly's guy.
it wasn't on the same level. Do you understand what I mean? That's that's how I.
I'm just thinking now they're gonna, you know, this.
But I've done shows with Tim, you know. I've gone clean Canada with Tim, and if I be honest, like, all jokes aside and all that, I ain't seen him moving so crazy.
I haven't seen him moving.
You get what I'm saying? I've been with him in situations where he's able to do that.
Like,
And he
like
just,
Tim's like,
he's just doing his work. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, Tim, lie me.
But why did
I'm
Mike
just
do? Why
joking
did
with you.
Mike come out all them years ago and say that about him then?
Mike, I don't know. And I spoke to Mike the other day. I need to actually phone him back and see why that even came about.
but Tim's obviously, you know, he's a character as well, like a superstar DJ type of character. So, you know, this is kind of funny, but
I think this was the times when he was pushing Mass Time, when he was doing all this mad stuff.
yeah. So he's gonna be like, wait, it's Tim Westwood. We gotta wait till Young Spray's gone before it goes down.
The only thing is, I just think he's holding. I do think that he's.
Outburst. You know that outburst. You realise you're enabling.
That's
What I will
Just
say
stop enabling.
is that he's old enough to know better because he didn't come into the scene as a kid. He's a big man,
Yeah.
and he was in an industry of young people as a big man.
Yeah.
When you see his age, from them times, from back in the day, he was already fully grown. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know what you should be doing.
The
you
black
know
girl
right
them
and
should
wrong.
know better.
Do you get me? So
the black girl them should know
let's
better.
not exploit your position and try and mingling around gal, because that's what you know.
The black girl them should know better. I'm gonna say it a third time.
You're trying it.
Nah, because the black girl them, they're just there.
No, just tried it.
They're in the BBC Free thing. They got their shadow showing. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Have you ever seen Tim Westwood with a white? Have you ever seen Tim Westwood with a white girl?
Have you ever?
No, because everybody knows that Tim Westwood loved black gal.
Yeah.
So let's have it right. So they're not going to be white girls on the documentary, because that's not who he was into, is it? So that's the answer to that.
Yeah, but I think it's something a bit untoward as well, because obviously BB, like, they knew about it, they knew what he's on. Do you get what I'm saying? But nah, because look, he used to be on BBC.
Said what's happened here?
Yeah, he used to be on BBC.
Like
you get what I'm saying?
Let's quickly wash our hands.
Yeah, he used to be on
Before
BBC.
anything else comes up,
and it's
should any
BBC that put
investigation or anything does come up, we've already washed our hands. We're not a part of that. We haven't enabled that. Do you understand what I mean?
Feds. They haven't gone feds. There's no investigation.
No, it's kind of like with the Tim Westwood thing. It's kind of like that. The higher ups in the BBC, the Freemasonic vultures, they have sat down. Tim Westwood's files come to their desk and they've said, "Bob, have you heard this?
Bring us no.
Yeah, what? We're all doing it. That type of sick type of minded thing." And then the young,
but they're doing
the young guy said,
"Staff for
no." The young guy said, "Yeah, but have you seen his age? Listen, we can't have this on our books."
And go out for it.
That's it.
We go out.
Yeah, finished.
We go out.
Finished.
We go out. You get me? This is Gary Glitterish. This is Gary Glitterish. He's got to go.
Yeah, so, you know.
Tim, man.
Anytime you go back wild with it too much and then you think they're just watching.
Tim's a madman. That's what I'm saying.
They done to the pastor.
Fam, Tim's a madman.
Okay.
You know what he done? See that we had a show in Canada, yeah? So man's gone and done a show in Canada, yeah? Obviously, man's now coming back now to England, innit? Yeah? So I'm with Michael, the Jam, Bino, you get me? Me and Bino, we're coming back. Fam, obviously, they got bare kush and bare madness over Canada, so man's got bare weed in my bottom. You get what I'm saying? Bino's got bare weed in his bottom, man. Rags, you get what I'm saying? Man, feds hold that. You get what I'm saying? Man's got bare weed in their bottom. You get what I'm saying? I don't smoke no more. Boom. Bare weed in my bottom. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bare kush, lava. Lava. Boom. So, Tim, the madman, yeah, he's taken edibles. He's gone and taken edibles. The same morning we're flying back. Fam, when we've come to remember he's with us, you know, because they booked the flight, the promoters booked us on the same.
Yeah.
So he's coming with, bruv, he's high. Bino, the guy is standing next to, he's nearly fooling, like he's a madman. Tim, you're a madman. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm thinking, we're thinking this guy's gonna get us joked.
Yeah.
We've had to all move from him and all that, like go forward from him, like, yo, my man's gonna get us a tug, you know? Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, we got chewed up. But Tim, stop louder black girl there, man. You get me? Louder, man. You get me, car? We don't want to have to keep enabling you. Do you get what I'm saying? For us to get crib sessions. Do you get what I'm saying?
Does he still do those?
I think he does. Like, nothing. See, all there's enough artists. No one ain't saying nothing. You get what I'm saying? Everyone's being cool like it's alright because it's Tim, innit? You get what I'm saying? Tim's allowed to do that. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, next one, card. This is another outburst.
Yeah, but that's just to show you, though, innit? How much you lot protect your own black women. Because VIO is a violation. I didn't like that speech, what you just said.
So
what I'm saying is this: you're gonna put a fucking crib session over the black women. Like what you're talking about. No, but what I'm saying is, if you lot know that there's an old white man in the fucking industry walking around, just using his power to do whatever he wants with the gal them, like who's gonna say something? No one's not gonna say nothing. Even those that's not getting a crib session.
He's definitely abusing power.
The fuck?
Abuse of power is not even a half. He is taking it too far because.
And you're nearly 70.
It's all
You're nearly fucking
64.
70.
He's 64.
He's nearly 70. That's nearly 70.
That's like saying I'm nearly 45.
You're nearly 70, bruv. You're old. Do you understand what I'm saying? What the fuck are you doing?
The 64, I'm not having 64 is nearly 70. That's like saying I'm nearly...
I don't think he's got
like
one natural black hair on his head.
That's like saying I'm nearly 45.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Has he? What?
Oh, look, like you're enabling, or are you, like, what's going on?
No, but what I'm saying is...
What's pick aside?
But I'm saying...
One minute you're enabling him,
no,
next
but
minute
it's what you said there.
gunning him.
I'm just saying, no, I'm talking about what's right and what's wrong.
I'm going mad.
People picking because they might get a crib session, they're not going to speak out about what he's doing. Like that, what is that?
But that is what's going on, because I've noticed.
And that's just to show you...
Remember, I'm on Twitter.
How much power we have in the industry. Because every minute we're waiting for somebody to put us on, somebody to give us somebody to rare. We need more black Tims. More black... Charlie Sloths, more black owners of record labels. Listen to what's going on. That's what we need to do. This is what we need to actually say. What the fuck? Why are we always at the bottom of the blood clot barrel? Why are black women always getting exploited and then everyone's laughing and it's a fucking joke? Keep your hands to yourself. Do you get me? And even parents, if you've got a talented kid, don't send your kid to anywhere by themselves if they're not of age.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Because my you ain't going to no fucking engineer, no producer, no register.
There was all of age,
just saying, but because there's dirty, sleazy men.
No, but I'm saying there was all of age.
That ain't doing their job properly. Because from they can't get fanny, it's like they can't work with you anymore. That's the right of it. Put girls up here to talk, and then it's a different story as well. Because it coming like if you don't want to sleep with them or you don't want to flirt or you're rare, they haven't got no time for you. Because that's what a lot of the guys do as well. Do you get me?
Mad for Tim, you get me? You can't believe you're not letting off. It's a myth for him. But now, I'm on Twitter, innit? Creamos, and they got something, look, I'm gonna bust another dark side thing, sack off it. You get what I'm saying? Mola. Come on, Dominican thing. But yeah, boom. They got a new thing now. Spaces.
Oh yeah.
Twitter Spaces. Millie loves it. Maze is always in there talking up his
that clubhouse thing, the talking.
That clubhouse thing. But I noticed, obviously, big up Ashley Louise, she knows about Tim. She tweeted about Tim. But I'm saying, I haven't seen no Spaces talking about it. Like, everyone's just going around it. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's loving Tim. You know what I mean? So
the Spaces is becoming more popular, to be honest, the Spaces. Yeah,
I'm gonna get back in there, because you know what it is? A man ran up his mouth one time, and you get me? So as you in it, I was gonna bust his head on the man. But as he's going mad, because as he's all running up his mouth, a man sent me his AED still, so I know he's like he's about 10 minutes away from here. You get me? Northwest Wilsden or something.
Oh my God.
No, Harsden, sorry.
What, my bits?
Yes.
I wonder if I know him. What are you talking about?
Some idiot, but I was just gonna go and punch him up. But you know what it is? I thought, you know what? Let me just come off the space, loud as you get what I'm saying.
What was it about?
He ran up his mouth, and the man sent me his address so quick. I said, like, you know what?
Spaces is basically an open world where you can now draw someone out for free.
It's an idiot thing. Like, I'm there thinking I can go in there and talk, you know. Like, they cyberbullied me. Remember I told you? They sent me the video of me and my claret after the grand day. They're like, look, go and sort out what you need to sort out. They were going, I had to come off there. My PTSD. My PTSD was going through the roof. Do you get what I'm saying?
You've got to have, with the cyber thing, I've realised you've got to be as savvy as them.
Yeah, I think so.
You've got to be as horny as them. Do you know what I mean? And
it was a girl, you know. It was a girl, fam. She said, like, look, they butchered you. Go
I think
with that.
Like, when I see like people like, you know, when you hear Whack 100 and all that on the clubhouse, you know, when they're getting so angry and that. To me, I just think it's not a good look, especially for guys.
No.
That claim to be of a certain calibre. Come off of this talking act, please, because it's not having you look the right way, especially getting out of your character, getting all angry and all of that. Like, please. Like,
where are you now?
It's a no
that's
for
what
me.
reached me, though.
It's a no for me.
I think it was a no for you. I think it was a no for you with my outburst. I think like, they drew me out, Creed.
Did you?
That's why, remember, see me. They've got me off as a full-on homophobic. On there. I had to come off there. Because my whole thing, see when I get mad and you're pissing me, I'm sodomite, suck it. I'm saying other stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm 90s ragga, innit?
But the thing is,
remember, I'm 90s ragga, so
that's another thing as well.
Yeah, I'm 90s ragga, so
certain age group and
if you're
certain
gonna wind me up,
culture, sometimes it's not even homo that you're.
Yeah,
but
that's just how man talk.
That's how you cuss. You know, it's
no, because a man's talking so feminine.
I'm saying that's
a man's talking so feminine. Immediately you're a sodomite. He's talking so feminine. He's happy that he's talking to Skepta. I can't believe you're so happy you're talking to Skepta.
I actually think that it's a generational thing as well. How people argue different.
Oh yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I think that older people as well definitely need to learn how to argue without sometimes like wanting to resort to violence and rare. Do you understand what I mean?
These youths don't even argue. They're violent straight away. You're going mad. The youths of today, do you think they're arguing?
It's
immediate violence.
It's senseless now. Whereas, back in the day,
hey, watermelon's alright though.
Someone knew when it was turning up.
Calm down.
You know what I mean?
Having fun over there, innit?
No, but remember, I've been fasting for a whole month,
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So I start for Allah, but just doing my thing now. But yeah, big up Prez though. Come true. Ragman, E&J.
They are.
Yeah, big you up,
RTM.
You get what I'm saying? Not coming empty-handed.
Big up,
we rate that.
Big up.
Remember, Aggie done that, innit? Aggie come true.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Drinks.
Nah, Tim, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Dark Side, yeah, we got you, man. This is nice, man. Make sure RTM, use the code RTM. Proper.
Nah, this pineapple.
And if anybody else wants to sponsor the show, DM us. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I've got the account details there. Do you get what I'm saying?
This is lit.
Boom. It's alright. You get me? But
my favour's lit.
I just like the Dominican flag. The Jamaican flag can go on.
Please, let's not even.
No. Jamaican. I'm Dominican, but I move like a Jamaican.
Yeah.
Bunning weed with all the yardies in the basement. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know how much time I was facing. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, that freestyle. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
right, yeah. So like how you was chatting about Twitter, Elon Musk buying Twitter for 45 billion.
Okay.
What do you lot make of that?
Great thing because he's now going to bring in.
Who's Elon Musk though?
He owns
Tesla.
Okay. See,
I think it's a great thing because Elon Musk is. I reckon so that he's going to bring in the free speech side of these social network platforms. Now it's very censored. Now if you say something that offends a certain type or a certain group, you get shut down. But it's cool to,
big up Wiley though, man.
Yeah, big up Wiley.
Humiliate black people.
Yeah.
On social media all day long in every shape, way or form,
and
all
these
over the world.
Algorithms and everything and all of that.
It's fine to do that. It's fine to do that, but the minute it's another type of group.
Yep, come on, instant shutdown.
Yeah, so I think he's going to bring that in. Where it is what it is.
I think it was a very powerful move.
Yeah, we keep getting shadow banned on Instagram.
Yeah, getting shadow banned and all of that. Like, it's not a real.
I spoke to Colin as well. Colin told me that Digga D got shadow banned as well.
It's not a real place because you can be doing something the same as somebody else, but your thing's hidden from people. You understand what I mean? Like it's a lot of game playing and stuff like that. It's not the real. Like just let people do their thing and allow the consumer to pick what they want. You're not giving the consumer what they pick because you're feeding them it based on
Why are people getting shadow banned as well, man?
I think a lot of it's got a lot to do with how much money you're spending on ads.
Yes. So it's all becoming a financial thing, but I think it was a powerful move that he made because social media is what's running the cut right now. And for him to actually own that Twitter space and
even Donald Trump
and own all of that data that's coming into Twitter, because a lot of people saying he spent 45 billion on an app that we get for free, but they don't understand what comes with that app. Do you understand? He's going to have so much people's data. He's going to understand the algorithm, who he's going up against. Right? He's literally playing chess with these people, with the higher ups by owning.
Yeah, he's got a big advertisement
by owning Twitter. And did you see what he said? He's gonna next he's gonna buy coke and put back the cocaine in it. That's what he said.
What, did Coke have cocaine in it?
Yeah, in the beginning.
And Pepsi did.
Yeah.
But they had Coke in it?
Yeah.
Pepsi and Coke originally had Coke in it. It was like a pharmaceutical drink.
Oh my gosh.
Like a medicine. And
No
then,
way.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how it first started, yeah.
I didn't know that.
But it just shows you his mentality
No
of
wonder I
thinking.
like Coke,
And
I'm
just
joking.
by him, for him to
A
even just say
star,
that was quite bold.
Yeah.
And it just shows, you know, that he's definitely got some form of ulterior motives behind that. Do you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So I just think, like, yeah, definitely watch this space with him, with him acquiring that.
Yeah, man.
Do you get me? 45 billion, you know.
Yeah, no, we keep getting shadow banned, man, from Instagram, and I don't know why I'm going for that. I spoke to Colin. Colin told me that I didn't know Colin's got Digger D blood on EJ.
No.
Yeah,
Really?
he's got Digger D. You get me? But he's telling me that Digger D is getting shadow banned. You get me? Digger D trying to say I look like Horrid One. You get what I'm saying? Don't think I never see that Digger. You get what I'm saying? But Horrid One, big up Horrid One, but he's knowing we're not looking the same. You get what I'm
So
saying?
I can't think of what he looks like.
Now, Horrid One is the Trini. He's the Trini with the plaits. You get me? But obviously, take that as a compliment, Horrid One. You get what I'm saying? But boom, Diggers thought he had some big joke. I'm gonna fling it up right now.
Okay.
But bro, that is way better than your picture. That's all I have to say, innit?
Hell no.
I'll be honest, it is. That is
I
a
don't think
fun-
that's just like Young Spree.
What's a this? Bro, I look nothing like Young Spring. I don't know where you man got this from, bro. Bro,
You're looking like Young Spree.
bro, if I look like...
he kind of acts like Young Spree as well.
Brother, I did not act like Young Spring, man. You flipped it, man. Bro, I did not act like Young Spring. Bro, Young Spray, he does not look like me, I'll be honest. If I look like Young Spray, Wiz Khalifa's your twin.
No, that is very funny. And when his mama say RTM, that's the CGM.
I can't lie. If I look like him, Wiz Khalifa's your twin, I'll be honest. Alright, say nothing trippy, Red, it's calm.
Oh,
I didn't see. So, what do you lot think of the Tyson Fury and Dylan Whyte fight?
To be honest, I only watched the last bit where, you know, it ended. You know, it's just one of those fights. But Fury's on a run, on a good run. And not saying that Whyte isn't equipped to take him off that run, but like they say, the best man wins on the day. You know what I mean? The best man wins on the actual day. So when it comes to Tyson Fury and Whyte, that was it. It wasn't. I think this is my opinion. Whyte is a good boxer, great boxer, but you're dealing with a man for somehow, some way, beat Wilder twice.
Yeah.
So when you weigh up the odds, you know, you lost to AJ. It seems to me like AJ is slightly avoiding, or something's going on why they can't meet up the fight with Fury and AJ. That would be the fight.
I'll tell you what's going on. AJ got knocked out, got beat up by Usyk. That's what happened.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He got beat up by Usyk.
Yeah.
So that was just not possible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? AJ's got to fight Usyk again before he can fight Fury.
Yeah.
But Dillian, I don't feel like he showed up. Not the Dillian that I expected to see.
No.
I don't know what he was on.
Really?
I don't know what Dillian was on. Come on, like what was
Maybe
you on?
went there for the 7 mil.
I don't know what Dillian was on.
A mil around.
Like
7
And
mil.
the maddest thing, I saw an interview. I saw an interview with Sky Sports after Dillian was like, oh yeah, it was 50-50 until, and I was thinking, Dillian, it wasn't 50-50.
Wasn't it?
No, it wasn't
Okay.
50-50. And he's like, I gave him problems, he gave me problems. You didn't give him half a problem.
To be fair,
Fury, it was like he was sparring.
really.
It was like he was sparring. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It was like he was sparring. And I actually expected Dillian to go in there and really take it to Fury.
Right now,
Do you know
who
what I
do you
mean?
think can take it to Fury, though?
Who can take it to Fury? I wouldn't say no one.
I don't think anyone right now.
Usyk.
You reckon?
Nah, you know
No,
what?
that's a fight because Usyk's unbeaten. It's like how he's unbeaten.
I don't reckon Usyk could, because I think that Fury's right now he's mastered how to get the win, how to get the bag. You know, everyone,
and then
like
with his size and his height and everything, I just think he's a special one.
Yeah,
but he's like a Viking.
Don't get it twisted,
I think Dylan,
Joshua's probably the best suited to fight.
They're all good fighters, but I don't think that they possess what it is to me to directly take Fury.
No, but I'll be honest, AJ's got the potential. I was about to say Joshua's got the most.
He's got to go in with aggression.
Joshua's got the best tools in his boxing to take on Fury.
Yeah.
Because he knows the science. He knows the science, and he's a hard puncher as well. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, don't know what happened with AJ and Usyk. He went mad. I don't know what he done. But you know what I'm saying? He's got the best tools.
What is it?
To take on Fury.
I think it's nerves.
They both. What is it? Let me see, because I saved it. You know. Hold on.
You are acting like you know about boxing. We're going.
He got 29 million, and Dylan got 7. That's a lot of money, you know.
Yeah. No, Dylan needs to be happy with his 7, man.
Yeah, he should be.
Cause he didn't put in a great account.
And what was it? 6 rounds.
He got 7
rounds. I see Gappy. They call Gappy, man like Gappy, big up Gappy, Junction Gappy. You get me? They calling him Dean Whyte. You get me? Dean Whyte. You get me? I even see you on Pound Sterling's thing. Dean Whyte. You get me? Gappy from Junction. But yeah, I see Gappy who's having a madness with his dad beforehand and all that as well. You get me? Gappy's a physical guy still.
Okay.
AJ could have been the Mayweather of the heavyweights. He could have been on his way to it, but I think he let the pressure get to him. The expectation of AJ, Anthony Joshua. You know what?
I think he's. Yeah, if anyone, it's definitely Joshua.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I think it's with Joshua. I think it's his chin, innit?
But Fury went to America. I feel that Fury.
I think it's his chin, Joshua's chin. Do you have to see? Look at what Fury's got up off the canvas from. He's got off the canvas from fucking Wilder. Wilder's the hardest puncher.
Wilder was crazy.
I thought Wilder killed him. See that punch? I thought he killed him when his head banged and he got up like the Undertaker. My man got up like the Undertaker wrestling.
Do you know what?
Like he just snapped out of it.
Wilder had when I assumed that Wilder would have a problem with Fury is when he had a fight with Ortiz, who was kind of old. You know the Colombian brother.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
When he fought him?
Joshua.
When Wilder fought Ortiz, and there was one round where Ortiz threw him a bang, and he was in trouble for a piece. So that made me think, you've got gaps.
Sorry, go on, finish.
Right. No, that just kind of made me think he's got gaps in his game.
Yeah, no, I thought you were talking about Ruiz.
Who's the guy that was doing this to Anthony Joshua? Come in, fight. There was a fight that he done with a foreign guy, and he kept walking around and he wouldn't go in and fight him. It was one of his. Was it Ruiz?
Yeah.
Yeah, that fight there. Ruiz. I was a little bit disappointed with Anthony Joshua.
Knocked him out, innit?
Because I just wanted him to go in. I felt like he was a bit. He was holding back. Do you understand?
And then the second fight, Anthony Joshua was running the rank on points, really trying to win it on points. So
I was in the pub, me and Benson, busy was in the pub.
Ruiz done his thing for the fat man then.
He did.
He did.
He fought for his physique weren't athletic, but he was literally just strong. Do you get it? Yeah.
He's just on some dancehall still. Yeah, he's on some dancehall. Joshua's on some dancehall with Ruiz.
I think the only boxer out there that's proper mastered their technique and their game to the pinpoint is Mayweather. He's mastered it to the T where he can do an exhibition.
You're going mad, fam. That's if you're looking at them, bruv. Terence Crawford.
Yeah, but
Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. Errol Spence, Terence.
They haven't lived
You're
out
talking
there.
like you know about boxing. No. You don't know about boxing.
They haven't lived out their run yet.
It's because I say this every week. Like, Terence Crawford or Errol Spence, and now you want to act like you know about boxing. He's a madman. He's obviously gone after I said Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. He's gone on YouTube. You know what I'm saying, Cream? He's gone on YouTube. He's checked them out.
Has Terence Crawford fought Canelo?
Oh, I've allowed it.
Has he?
Canelo's taken an L. Canelo's taking an L, blood.
He has.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, them man ain't took no L's, blood. You get me? And them not ain't even in the same weight division.
Close.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Close, innit?
But
a few pounds off, you know what I mean?
That's one of the things in the fire round. That's the maddest thing. Errol Spencer, Terence Crawford, don't even give us your answer yet. Yeah. But I've had to, I've even kind of changed. Oh, it's a tight one. Tight one.
I got one more.
Go on.
The last one is, I don't know if you lot heard in Bermondsey, South London, about a guy that killed his girlfriend and 4 of them all together, basically his girlfriend and his girlfriend's family. Like they literally had just met him the week before.
No, I ain't heard that.
He's been everywhere. And
he killed his girlfriend and her family. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, he literally
I wouldn't kill my girl's family. I'm going mad.
Yeah, the police forced entry and they found him in there. He literally had literally had just met them the week before. Black guy, you know.
Black man?
Yeah.
In Bermondsey?
He's 28.
Wow.
Yeah. Look.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
do you understand? And look, the girlfriend's mum, partner was crying on the news, like he's, but that's the girl. You see, like there was like 4 people in there. He killed everyone in there.
How?
In the house, stabbed. Yeah. And
pussy, you know.
Bad, innit?
Pussy, man.
How can you do that, man?
Yeah,
man. People are coming out and saying that it's mental health.
Obviously, it's got clearly.
Do you get it? But more needs to be done in regards to mental health, because there's a lot of people walking around with mental health and they're on the edge.
And we don't even know they're capable of killing all of us.
Like any little trigger.
Yeah, you don't even know.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You've wiped out the whole family. Do you understand what I mean?
In credit to it, though, I would say there is a lot of organisations and help that people can seek out there. I wouldn't know any of them offhand.
But you know what it is? When you're mental, you're not
on their lap. So if
I was about to say, when you're mental, you're not even seeking help.
Yeah, so somebody, like a close friend or someone that's concerned, it's more time they're going to turn around and say, yo, take this card or come with me or phone this number, and then it can all start from there. But it's one of those ones, mental health, years ago there weren't that much care for it. But nowadays I would say anyone that's suffering from it can seek.
Yeah,
but you know what, some people don't seek. Like I'm mental health, I've got mental health through the roof, and I'm not trying to seek. No, man, like I don't want to seek. I just deal with it myself, innit? But I'm saying my mental health through the roof.
Yeah, but the moment you feel like you can be in, if you don't want to seek no help and you want to do what you're doing to yourself, that's up to you. No, but the moment you're at risk of hurting somebody else, do you understand what I mean?
I'm at risk.
Then you need to go seek. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then you need to go seek.
No, I'm joking.
Do you understand what I mean? Because nobody's stronger than a madman. Nothing's stronger than a madman, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They've got nothing to lose.
They're not stronger than me.
Let me tell you this. I take on anybody.
They're not stronger than me.
That's just normal, rational like me. Because we're the same.
Stronger than a madman.
But you see,
say it again, Cream. I'm stronger than a madman.
No, but it's the truth though. They're mad because they can't. Sometimes they don't even feel pain properly.
How are you stronger than a madman? How could you be stronger than a madman? I'm just
joker, But you know what I mean? They're insane people. You're looking in their face like they can't see what you're trying to deliver to them. Do you understand what I mean? Because once that finger's clicked off, you know.
Can't see.
So that's literally as well. Like wake up. You see if you got anybody that you know's on that kind of that thing. Just know what you're doing, innit? You know, be careful. Know what you're doing. You can't have them around your family and your kids and you understand what I mean? Like, do you get me? It escalates so quickly. Do you get what I mean?
Man said, don't have the run, you pick me. I'm out of that. I'm out of that madman zone now. You
understand?
I'm coming out of that zone.
There, mate. Do you get me?
I'm coming out of that zone.
Listen, I remember if I could be on the train, if I see somebody on the train and I see them start moving all shaky, I'm on the next carriage. Do you understand what I mean? Like literally, I don't have time for that.
Cream, I went to get my teeth whitened the other day. Boom, white now. Do you get what I'm saying? Boom, they're white again, but boom, gone there. Come off the train, walk into this place in Covent Gardens. Some woman like, I can't believe you're doing this madness around me. I've had to cross the road. I've had to cross the road.
No, it's alright.
What did you say?
I wonder if you went to the Covent Garden dental spa.
I don't think it was a dental spa because there was no spa there.
No, they didn't have like a massage chair in there and all that. Oh, because there was. Okay, cool.
I don't even want to promote
nice
them. I don't want to promote them unless they're paying me. Unless they're paying me.
Quick toilet break.
Unless they're paying me. No, wait. We're going to come there. Let's take it after the current affairs. I told you, we got funny clips. You got funny clips. Let's say, this is why. Hey, we got the last current affair. Because you finished with that current affair.
Yeah, I've done.
I've got one more. Amir Khan got robbed in Leighton.
Yeah,
off his watch.
Yeah.
I did hear that.
I don't know if that was a real deal. I'm from them ends.
They got footage.
Yeah, they got footage, but I saw the footage and the way they got it too quick. I think that's an inside job.
I didn't see it.
Amir Khan went mad. He let off too quick. It's an inside job. I'm from over there. No one ain't come true and they've got the thing. Because I was seeing no one ain't got the thing.
When he with his girl.
Yeah, he was with his girl.
Yeah.
Inside job.
You know what that is?
Amir Khan, you're a madman.
They saw it coming.
It could either be inside job or it could be sometimes, you see, like if you're with your partner or your kid or something like that, he might be thinking in a different space. He might be thinking, I don't even want to itch or any, think.
It's an inside job. It's an inside. Who's doing that? Because he had a thing. He had another thing before with some next youths, and they're trying to take his Range Rover, and his brother, they were fighting them and doing bare man. This is an inside job. Yeah. You get me? I saw the footage. The second the youths came out of the car, they run up, bruv. 2 seconds later, they're running back to the car. So I'm thinking, hold on, so you basically just braced him. And then you tweeted straight away. What's on your brain? The first thing is in your brain is to tweet, I've just got robbed in Leighton. That's what's on your brain. If you got robbed, that's not the first thing on your brain. It's an inside job. Big up Amir, because you're still in the streets, you're still trying to make money off the... you're making me think I need to set up something with this watch. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Stop jumping to conclusions, because you see what, blood, I thought man tried to set me up for this, but man didn't try and set me up. I can't be wrong and strong. I got to take it back. They didn't try and set me up. I was being paranoid, you get what I'm saying? Boom. I'm sorry, you get what I'm saying? But yeah, rumours again. But boom, he's making me think I need to ensure my thing and then go Sahara Grill and tweet about my watch and get something. You get me? But yeah, boom. Prez needs to go piss. But season 4, we got a new thing now. We're gonna give you some funny clips. You get what I'm saying? RTM Banter, you get what I'm saying? Give you some funny clips because big up Jack Jones as well, because he gave me the idea, because he's like, don't we get a break? And I realised, hold on a minute, sometimes I think my guests might need a break, you get what I'm saying? So there, this is the break. Check out the RTM Banter. You're laughing too early. Check out the RTM Banter.
I'm not laughing too early.
Look at me, right hand. Loosen it up.
Don't make me confess no unsolved crimes now.
You're not gonna. Loosen up your arm. Loosen up your arm. Just let it go. No, just follow my fingers. Look down, look down, look down, look down, look down, look down. Sleep. That's it. Let it go. Let it go. So in a moment, when I count to 3, Dark Shark, NASA is planning on going to Mars. And we've got you here, our first Martian, when I count to 3. It's 1, 2, 3. Just sit up, open your eyes. Hey there, our first Martian. What's your first impression of the planet Earth here? What'd you have for breakfast this morning? It doesn't sound good. Did you like it? What's the typical Martian meal going to be? Whoa. Okay, what did he just say? Errol?
Oh, man. I don't know. He has to say it again. I didn't hear it.
Say it one more time. There you go. And what do you think of the women on the planet here? Oh, yeah. Errol, can you say that?
Obviously, I gave him a Benz. Man didn't even bring a book.
Let's get freaky tonight.
Oh, swear freaky deaky donkulous and that. You know man's a visual creature.
Shh. Gideon, you'll see.
You know I didn't even have foreskin already, so that thing didn't even exist. Like, wait, whoa. Hey, reverse, what's going on?
I'm just trying to lock you up.
Bro, I just came out of jail like 17 and a half minutes ago. I pay rent in my own yard. What, to get locked up? Are you stupid? Are you a fed? Are you undercover or something? What kind of freaky fed are you, fam? Like, you're bare fam, like, don't be touching man and that, you little piglet, fam. You're a set-up chick, innit? You're a set-up chick with a fat ass, innit? Where's the ops? Come here. What? I can't see in it, but my aim with the wapperonis is still good, you know. And that's why it's always bando over BBL. Like, oh, swear, bun for fair, freaky fed. You're a big batty burglar, rude girl, yeah. You're gonna see what I want. I'm still gonna slap your booty. I might still hit, but after that, you're done at it.
Won't be long. Hey, what's wrong?
So,
Babe, what's wrong?
I don't really like talking, man.
Well, you've been quiet all day. Come on, talk to me.
It's hard to talk sometimes, man.
Oh, babe, come on, express yourself. Oh my God. No, he's not serious. It's okay. Let it out. Why is he crying like that? Ew. Is that dribble? That's disgusting. Oh my God. It's making me feel sick. This is definitely giving me the ick.
Hey, wake up. Wake up. My husband is home. You gotta go. Stupid, you're my husband.
You don't do that stupid shit early in the morning, do you? What the fuck's wrong with you? You retarded?
What were you running from?
Shut the fuck up.
I came across your Instagram account and I found you mad cute, not gonna lie, like all my days, and I wanna hang out and get to know you, like just all my days, like come on.
In the front cabin are two passengers determined to have a good time.
In fairness, they can't have any more drinks.
I was on a pistol for last night and didn't get up, so we had to get a different flight. Only got one liver, ain't you? Might as well knock it out when you can.
Only got one liver, ain't you? Got to knock it out whilst you can, you know what I mean? Dark side rum, you get me? But no, I need to pattern up myself. Cream just told me off, you get me? She's saying I'm getting too mad, but yeah. So, back to pattern up spray, you get me? Main subject, you get me? Today, we're talking about family, you get what I'm saying? Because you know, every episode we have to have a nice conversation about something deep, and family to me is so important. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you know, like, and it sets you up for life, you know? Do you know what I mean? Like, family, like your upbringing, like what we just talked about, your upbringing, you had your brothers, your siblings, like they all mold you into whatever you are today, because you might have older brothers that you look up to. You're the older brother that they always looking up to, so you know, and yeah, like it was just something I wanted to talk about today, because with me and my situation, like I've always like held family high, but at one point it's like what Zimbo said with the gang and all that. Like at one point I was so engrossed with my gang that it's like I forgot about my family. Like, and I think a lot of people do that, like, and I just want to like just remind them, even like the youngers, just remind them like to put their family first. You get what I'm trying to say? Because I actually remember, and I know it must be happening to them because it happened to me. There was a point where I was thinking about my gang more than my family. Do you know what I mean?
So is that like family as in the family that you grew up in, or immediate family that you created for yourself?
The family I grew up in, and the immediate family that I made for myself. Like even like my baby mother and my youth, and I just still be in the streets, innit? And I'm more, because obviously there's things what they don't want you doing, innit? But then I'm still out here doing it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because of gang. Do you know what I mean? Like even like certain activities that I might be doing, like, do you know what I mean? Like even like taking drugs or whatever, ease, and just certain things like man's just out here doing, innit? Yeah. But then like you still gotta come home to your family that don't rate that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So but yeah, like, and on the flip side of things as well, yeah, like I've had experiences now, like obviously, well not obviously, but my mum and dad died or whatever, but it's like when your parents die, you see your family different as well. Like I've got siblings that I don't talk to no more. Do you get what I'm saying? Because of just certain situations, how they acted, or do you get what I'm saying, after that. So it's like it's a deep thing for me. Do you get what I'm saying? But do you know what I mean? Like when they say something like blood don't make you family, what do they say? Blood don't make you family. What's the other bit side of it?
Is it loyalty?
Loyalty. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying?
I think
like,
loyalty does.
I think that's a big saying, because I get that as well. But family's family. Don't get it twisted, because I don't chat to my siblings, but if someone wants to do them something, I'll take to the streets. Do you get what I'm saying? For my family. That's my blood, innit? So, but yeah, like, what's your outtake on family? Because obviously, you got the Rage Mafia, you got Mafia, you get me? That's probably like you. Busy, come on, Busy. I was gonna get to Busy, but
I got Biz.
Do you get what I'm saying? But
from my mom's side, and then I've got brothers and sisters on my dad's side as well.
But how do you look at family? Do you know what I mean? Because obviously you lot must have had bare fights growing up, and
we weren't allowed to fight when I was growing up.
Oh no.
We only fell out.
We weren't allowed to fight.
Me and my sister have only fallen out, like, you know, since we got older. But in my mum's, when we was actually living in the household together, if we actually like was to have a fight with each other or anything like that, we'd both get licks.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
That's a proper Jamaican thing. That.
Yeah.
Fight,
so my mum was very, very, she was all about us versus them. You know what I mean? Like the family and outside is. Do you understand what I mean?
Don't you wish that? I was thinking this the other day. Don't you wish that people assume that way on a wider scale? That way on a wider scale, like we're all as one.
Culturally,
like, we're all black people. Like we're all brothers and sisters. We're all family from a wider range. Imagine how the world would be before that.
Most definitely.
I think that's where the black people lose their power
because we're too individualistic.
It's mad, but when you look at the Turks, when you look at the Asians,
they grow together.
Like they're still a unit. They're still a unit. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like we're more like black on black crime. You get me?
Yeah.
I used the Makarov that time. You get what I'm saying? Black on black crime. I used the Makarov that time. I know. Shot him in his face or blew his back off that time. That's some new things I got coming, but lost myself. But you know what I'm saying? No, family is very important, but that's what I'm saying, Cream. Yeah. So it's like. How was you lot like in school? Like, did you lot used to like stick together? Yeah,
I was very protective over my sister. Like I said, exactly like that. Who knows us growing up? Me and it was So yeah, we was very close. Yeah,
so it's not 1-on-1. It's 1-on-2.
Yeah, you touch my sister, I'm punching you up. That's how it was when we was growing up. Though I don't know. Yeah, and like. I'm not rushing like a bunch of you lot, but if you come for my sister, you're literally. I just had that feeling like I don't know if it's because I was the oldest, but I just felt like if you was coming for her, you was coming for me.
Yeah. Now, you know, you get some people. They had the what can I call it? I don't even know the word, and I know my vocab's big as well, but
mentality.
No, not even that. Like, you know, like when you got like older brothers and older cousins in the game and all that, it's like they had that in it. Some people had that. What allowed them to go through more easier. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Through their family. I've never had that in England. Do you get what I'm saying? Obviously, my family in Dominica now. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they know my cousin is mental. Do you get what I'm saying? Big up Nairi. You get what I'm saying? Nairi can move things, you know. He can make things move, you know, Nairi. They know my cousin Nairi is mental. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, boom. But over here, I've never had that. So I had to come up on my Jack Jones. Do you get what I'm saying? Everything I had to do for myself, you know. But as well, family can help you go through. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because even when I was younger as well, like obviously after I linked Taylor, and I used to tell people he was my cousin, and that kind of made me go through on my end, made me cut and go through. Cause Taylor a bad boy. Them days, you get me? Say that's my older cousin, so it's a big family. You get me? But boom now. So but I just want the youths to know, like just you know, like just focus on your family, man. Do you know what I mean? Your mum don't want you out there moving mad. You get what I'm trying to say? Like my mum never wanted me out there moving mad.
Can I say something? What about the people out there that have to? They don't come from a good family. Because you know a lot of people go and seek family out a road because home isn't ideal. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's all good and well us saying family first because we love our family. You know what I'm saying? We're fortunate that we come from family that we can look up to. Do you understand what I mean? Like I look up to my grandparents, my mum, you know, and stuff like that. Do you get me? But there's a lot of people that didn't.
They don't come from good home.
No.
Yeah,
What would you say to that?
I know quite a few people like that, and there's a particular bunch of people that it is unfortunate, but at the same time, some of these people, a percentage of them, seem to burn their bridges, because even though they don't have direct, immediate blood family around them, there's been other groups of people that have probably took them in as family, and they've burned that bridge, or they've probably assumed that if they're going to take me in as family, then another bunch will. So I can take the piss with these after a while. You know what I mean? Milk what I can and then move on.
Do you know where that comes from?
Because they haven't had the right upbringing.
Because if you're not taught it, how can you project that? If you're not shown love, how can you project that? So a lot of people, you see, when the brain is growing and function as a child, that's why my biggest wish for children is that they have a childhood.
Okay.
Because when a child stops being a child, wherever there's trauma in the brain, it kind of sometimes fucks up their mental when they're growing up, how they look at stuff.
Yeah.
So if you didn't have trust from young, if you didn't see a good thing from young, if you didn't you know, like our morals, our moral compass and our things where we're taught right or wrong comes from how you was grown up in your house.
That's right, yeah.
Don't do this, do that. You know, hearing your grand, hearing your mum, you know what I'm saying? So it molds you, your daily routines. So if you don't have that, you going out into the world, you can't project that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Like, a lot of people from bad home, that's why they end up, like, just in a mad situation.
It's quite sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then you have people from good home that end up in a mad situation as well. Come man's from good home, you get me? Man just love badness, you get me? Yeah, come on. Man's from good home, but man just love badness. But as well, man just never had no father dead there. You get what I'm saying? Father figures, I always have to come back to that. It's a big part for young boys.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? The girl them can kind of cut and go through their mum.
Yeah.
Cause mum's supposed to know bits and pieces and how to school them, but no woman can raise a man. I'm gonna keep saying this. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Cause I love my mother, R.I.P. But you just can't raise a man. Do you get what I'm trying to say? No matter how hard you try, she was strict, she was all of that, but you just can't raise a man. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just not gonna happen. You get me?
You can't raise, but I feel like you can add some very, very important fundamentals into somebody just by having that nurturing, loving character of those things. Those things will take you very far.
Yeah, she's added some things in me, like my mum. Like I said, my pride I get from my mum. Like a lot of things I take from my mum. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But as far as being a man, my mum can't teach me how to be a man, innit? Because she's not a man, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? That's just simple as, like I said, I love my mum, R.I.P. But you're just not going to be able to do that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Unfortunately. And I think that's a big problem with so much single mothers out there. That's why there's the youth them's out here like that. On full on badness. They're chopping each other out their clothes. Do you get what I'm saying? Because no matter how much their mum can try or whatever, without a father figure that's actually not only a father figure, but a father figure that's on job. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a man that's out there teaching their youths to be on the road. They love that and all that. I don't get it.
No.
Because the second my son goes to Feltham, I'm a failure in my eyes. I feel like I failed. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't get it, but obviously some people, that's just how it goes.
They've kind of made it a bit difficult in that aspect as well, because you could be a brother that tries your best, puts your 100% into your upbringing with your son. You live in a certain area, and there's certain people that influence him. Definitely. Even you're trying to lead him down the right path.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it's 100% you failed, because once a child, once someone becomes an adult,
as a man, failed.
No, I just feel like as an adult, and you now are starting to make your choices. You as a parent can't control every environment another adult is going to be in. Do you know what I mean? And choices and things like in the real world, things can happen. Do you understand what I mean?
I'm telling you,
not directly saying he's going to go out and be a crib. I'm just saying,
my son. I don't know. My son end up in Feltham. I failed. That's me. I failed. Do you get? I'll bust your head. Like you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, and that's why I'm saying it's about the right father figure, innit? Like I'm on shit, innit? I rate the game. I love the game, but I will never push that to my youth. I'm on Gucci Mane thing. You know, like how Gucci's Gucci, but then his youth's going private school. He's heavy. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I've been through that. I don't need to go through that. Do you get what I'm saying? But that's how I look at it. I went through that because I didn't have no dad telling me this or telling me that. But me, like, I phone my youth and me and him chat. You get me? And I rate how he's growing. You get what I'm saying? Me and him chat, he knows. You get what I'm saying? He knows not to follow, man.
I hear that, and I hear that a lot, but there is a very harsh reality that kids don't do what you say, they do what you do. A lot of kids, when they see your routine, your behaviour, your whatever, a lot of the time, if you're saying something that contradicts what you're doing, it's hard to I'm not speaking on you, I'm talking in general. If you as a parent are trying to instill something into your child and you're doing the opposite,
it's contradicting.
It's contradicting. Do you understand?
Bear in mind, I'm at a stage of my life where I'm not doing.
No, that's what I said. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking we're just talking general. You know, like family and whatever. Do you get what I mean? So you have to know what it is like. You know, if we really do want to make change.
But yeah, like definitely where you grow up plays a big part.
It does.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Definitely plays a big part,
especially in this country as well. It's like. Race relations are very imbalanced. There's a lot of multicultural areas and societies, but it's a bad imbalance of it. Therefore, what I'm trying to say is, black boys will chill in the hood with black boys. Then you have Pacific white areas, and then Turkish area, and then the other ethnic minorities, say the Turks or whatever, will mix with the black boys to get their street cred up. Build their thing, and then as soon as the novelty's worn off, this is just my opinion, they go back to their side, and then there's all sorts of things, and there's a lot of peer pressure out there as well, a lot more than in our days.
My thing, we're coming from the hood, it's not really a colour thing coming from the hood, it's more like if you got money, if you ain't got money. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's a class thing.
Yeah, so class, and normally colour comes into that, in this day and age that we're living in, the type of housing.
I grew up with Whyte. Whyte.
I'm from in Kilburn. We had a lot of Irish. Like Kentish Town, Camden, and that.
Okay, yeah.
It's very, very like
Kentish
mixed.
Town. Yeah, mixed.
Yeah,
Irish are like black people.
Yeah, do you get what I mean? So they had a lot of the same struggles as us.
Yeah, the paddy them like black people.
Yeah,
you get me?
It's not. Yeah.
Even like my Asian, like nothing on my Asian brethren, big up Daddy Wax. You get me? Cause like, I'm from Waltham, so innit. So it's like that's full on. Asian ends. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Live in Limehouse still.
Do you know what I mean? Full on. So it's like we grew up together.
For us, it was more rich against poor.
We grew up together. You get what I'm saying? Them man, you get me? Them man used to give man the proper dark. You get me? To go on the road with. You get me? But yeah.
But definitely still, who gets the biggest fight.
R.I.P. Bobby Khan. You get me? My guy.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, now come on.
That's just that.
The black people them get the biggest fight.
Like, they do. That's it. That's my opinion, and that's what I know. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not even humble with it.
You kind of have to beat the discrimination in a sense. You got to surpass it in a way where I've always used it to my advantage in life. Any sort of racist.
I draw the race card for everything.
No, I don't kind of draw the race card.
Yeah, I draw the race card for everything.
Lie, and I play the cards.
I draw it for everything.
Do you know what I mean? So. For example, I was in Cornwall a long time ago with some friends. Staying, I was down there for about 3 weeks, and there was one little bar on the corner of right next to the beach, and obviously I was the only black guy in the whole of 10 square miles.
The whole of Cornwall.
Yeah, and so when the people, I was outside smoking a cigarette, and so when the people would come up to the door, I thought it'd be great to play a little joke, and I said, "Excuse me, mate, ID." And every single one of them pulled up their ID, and it was funny as hell. And I just thought, you know what? That's a race thing. Yeah, if I were black. So things like that, I kind of make it to my advantage. And if you've ever walked into a pub or a venue and you're the only black person or person of color, instead of feeling, oh damn it, everyone's staring at me, right there, just like lift up your chin, like. And when you stare, surprisingly, they all turn away like. You know, because it's a sensation of the kings walked through. You know, you could imagine it in the olden days prior to slavery, when people saw a black person in their country, it was a thing where they start praying to the Lord. He was here in the flesh. You know? Yeah. So I've kind of used it in that perspective to
You love that one.
I love it because that's me in it because I love it so much. Like I wouldn't pick anything else, and I don't mean that in any this to nothing else, but that's just me in it, you know. And you just
yeah, man.
You get what I'm saying? I know. No matter how they want to fight it, I know what we are. You get me? Kings and queens.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's why we need to start raise up the family.
Raise up and more.
Remember, it's down to us now, you know. See, like we're like the way I look at it. See, our parents, they're like the last of the proper parents. I don't care. Do you get what I'm saying? When I say proper parents, I mean like proper parents. Like, you know, think of your nan and all that, and then like that's how your mum was, innit? Like we're these like babies raising babies, bro.
With the absent fathers thing, especially in our generation type of fathers, I think we have played a big part in changing the narrative on that. Fathers like us, ex-street man, but are still great dads. You know what I mean? We're still, your son's going to remember you in the household from when he was young.
The narrative.
So when he left secondary school to when he's a big man, you'll probably still be like, dad, my dad's old now, But back in the day, there was a lot of my friends that went home to know dad, or they remember their dad from when they was younger, but for the whole childhood they was absent, and that can lead to dramas. That can lead to
trauma, innit?
And just and you know, the mother has to be strong because because women will fall in love again after their ex-partner. And they just fall weak for the new guy, and the kid has no power or jurisdiction of that choice. And then, you know,
that's what I'm saying. We never even allowed my mum to move on. It's nuts.
That's what I'm saying, and it messes about with people's destiny and what they're meant to do. And I feel like you like what you said when you say that men playing a part. So where there was a gap of men in their sons' lives and things like that, you can tell like there was a big gap in like professional, you know, like them being professionals, you know, like more now where you can see like dads invest in their kids, they're excelling in the field that they're talented in, you know, like we're getting successful footballers of colour, successful, you know, all different types, not just sports.
The dads back then were string vest, man.
Right.
Like,
and then so even if you had a child that could have done something, they didn't have no time. So all of those that could have maybe done something else, they didn't.
The mums was more serious.
Done a lot of the heavy lifting.
The mums were the proper mums. Like the mums now. That's a conversation you don't want to have to win it. The mums now. The mums now are mental. You get what I'm saying, compared to the mums back in the day. Do you get what I'm saying?
A slight element of that was a bit of racism, to be honest, because the black men of back then, 70s, 80s, they had it a bit harder than we had it now.
Definitely.
Less opportunities. You know, they was just discriminated against, like, upon sight. So
condoms weren't so easily available.
Nah.
And then even what you said with the women, do you know what I think that could even be? That's like them even watching their mum struggle too much. You know, when you say, I ain't doing that. Everything is evolvement of something, you know. Do you understand what I mean? So you make something look shit for someone, they're not going to want to do that. So what, you're going to recreate more masculine females? Do you understand what I mean? Do you get it?
I would say that I'm more of an old-fashioned way of thinking guy. So my woman knows the play. It's like you've got your role and I've got my role. My role is to be the man. If you want me to be the provider, I can be that. I can be everything. But please remember one thing. Your role is your role. Don't mix up the roles or try and do my role for one day or that, and then we're cool and then things can run smoothly. But it's when someone don't know their role and then it all goes Pete's on because the woman would then turn around and say, he asked me to make him a sandwich. Fuck that. What's that?
You're forgetting you're supposed to make sandwiches.
You're just like, you know what I mean? Your role's your role. I'm not, you know, a lot of this new generation would say that, that sounds so wrong.
No, but
why wouldn't it be the man that makes her a sandwich? It's like, okay, fair play, but would she then be bringing in the bacon, if you know what I mean, as such, or you know, however you want it to be, make it run. But your role is your role, and your role is your role. And to be honest,
that's definitely what's happening with the families these days, is that the roles are getting swapped. Because don't get twisted, there's gal out there bringing in the bacon. You get me? There's gal out there bringing in the bacon, and there's man lining up for the
But
gyro.
because we're living in a society where not every person is in a couple, it takes two incomes now to make. Do you understand what I'm saying? A lot of the things what's going on now, it is actually creating that where you, if you ain't got a partner or a partner with the agreement that he is doing that, you can't just sit on your ass. Do you understand what I mean? That's not going to happen.
There's guys sitting on their asses though.
Yeah, there is.
Benefits are
women nowadays are too proud to ask for peace. To ask for it, like, yo, ain't you got no? But back in the day, it was a common factor that that's going to take place. You know what I mean? So, and because for the simple reason of being proud, like you think about some of the jobs now that have been created for women or that they've made for themselves through OnlyFans, through the music video.
Because women are getting paid less than men for doing the same jobs. And then still going home and doing extra work. Unpaid work. Cooking, cleaning and all of these things. I never said that you mustn't do it. If you're a woman, you're going to do them. But I'm saying it's still unpaid work that takes time and hours out of your day. That people get paid to do those jobs. Do you understand what I'm saying? These are the things, sorry not to cut you in, but also men as well. If you want a traditional woman, make sure you're a traditional man. You see, when you're going to provide, your money's my money, it's our money. Don't try give me a little piece or make me feel like I've got to come beg you and rare. Your money is our money because the agreement is I take care of home, you bring in the money. Do you understand?
Just don't spend it before it came in.
And you lot and be financially, you understand, make sure that, you know, and things are working
cool with your
together.
Allowance, man. You got to be cool.
No, I don't think so. That's some picnic thing. And that's suppressing, and then that's what makes people want to go and...
You know what, I was listening to something a few weeks ago. There's a name for that. They came up for it. It's like a bullying thing with a man and a woman, but when it comes to money and finances,
it's like, called
it's like
coercion.
I can't remember what they're calling it. It's some coercion or something.
You go to jail for that.
Basically, the man's got control of all the finances.
You go to jail for that, blood.
The woman's still got money, but she's like living like a slave. Like, can I?
You go to jail for that.
And then another thing as well is, if you're the provider, here's like a little scenario. And if you lot are a team and both of you, she's helped you to get to where you are. You are the one that's gonna. So she's gonna play a background position. So now, if you lot break up now, what does she do? Because she doesn't have those skills. Do you understand? She doesn't have the skills to maintain that financial. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of tricky with women. In regards to security, because it's about security. Because women have a life when it comes to when they can have kids, when they can just be out flirting and in the dating pond and all of that. Reality to me, I'm old school. I just know that's how it is. I don't care what anyone wants to say. I don't want to be 60 out in the dating pond or whatever. I want to feel secure.
I would say any woman out there that finds a guy that's got bread and is willing to keep you comfortable with that peas and take care of you in that perspective, hang on to him. Hang on to him.
It's like what crazy. Once that fucks up, you're fucked. You're on OnlyFans mode.
No, I don't think so.
No, but I'm saying that
women are resilient. Women, there's loads of things, but I know what you mean.
That same person that attracted the guy in the first place, that got the bread in the first place, will get another guy after if it don't work out. But just try and hang on to that one thing, because that don't come easy. You know what I mean? I'm one of those guys. You know, so
if you're a man,
family
if you're a man that you get onto a girl and she's giving you pee and that, hang on to that girl.
You're a joker.
Hang on to that girl. You get me? Don't be cheating at the place. Don't be cheating at the place. You get what I'm saying? You got a girl that's paying for everything. You madman. You get what I'm saying? Don't be cheating at the place. You get me? Keep your willy in your trousers. You get what I'm saying? Because she's providing. She's the provider.
Especially,
you know what I'm saying?
especially if you got a family or kids and that, you have to make sure that you provide for the woman that's got to take care of your children.
Yeah. Come on, man.
That's the main factor. So
I agree.
And a lot of this younger generation, I'm not sure if they understand that.
No.
And
I think, to be honest, I think they understand it more than our generation.
You think so?
The younger generation, because I think their thing is like kind of, I don't know, what I see, they're on like...
I don't think so.
Trying to floss on the
I don't know any young girls that just really want to sit down and whatever. I don't think.
No, not the gal. I'm saying the man them try and floss on the gal.
The guys, to me, when you hear about guys, new generation guys, how when they hear women speak like that, they look at them kind of girls like they go like, get your own money. Do you understand what I'm saying? What do you do? Yeah, from what I can see. Do you get me?
I thought it's a whole, buy your gal a Birkin bag.
Everyone needs to be smart. I just think,
it's like, let's think about it. 50% of bad bees now, as they call them, are going to end up someone's wife. Have children, have a family. Is that history going to come with them? Or is it going to be just, you know what I mean, scraps? What's going to happen? Let's hope not, you know what I mean? But
I got a brethren. One of my brethrens only deals with loose gal on a thing of blood. See them gal, they've already been through bit. So one from your wife, them they ain't got time to do all the other stuff. You get what I'm saying? When you try and wife off a thing that ain't done all that, he's a madman still, but that's how he looks at it.
Oh, that's a bit risky. That's kind of
that
like
sounds like that Drea thing when she said
Carla's not the timing belt changed for over 200,000 miles. That could snap any day. You know what I'm saying? The loyalty will be tested in that perspective. So I would take that as a bit of a gamble, to be honest.
That's what I got a brethren like that. Still, he's on a thing like, yo, see them gal there. They've seen it all. Do you get what I'm saying? Man can just program that, and they're cool because they've seen it all. See the next gal them, what ain't seen it all. At some point, they're gonna want to see it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But me personally, like the skeletons in the closet thing, I'm not on that. You get me? I'm not on that. I don't really want too many bodies under the belt. That's too crazy for me. I can't believe you got so many bodies under the belt. Can we just do this once and we keep it moving? You get me? No, I'm joking. I think like something to wife off. I don't want so much people in the graveyard. You get me?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
You can't agree. But the man will just go bare people in the graveyard.
You never know until you're told.
I'm saying the man has got bare people in the graveyard.
But I feel like for men and women it's different.
It's different, exactly. No, you're a G.
I don't mind my man, of course.
You're a G.
Bag a gal before me.
You're a G.
Do you understand what I'm saying? That's me, innit? That's not how I look at it.
But the gal can't have so much in the graveyard.
His gal has to be. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's it. That's it.
Man. Because you know what? I know this may be a bit technical, but he probably sees it as it's a bit sacred. Our sexual organs are on the outside. Yours are on the inside. So when a girl's been tampered with too many times, it's like, yo, you're tarnished. Whereas
I agree with that as well, because I feel like there's spiritual connections and all sorts when you're sleeping with a man. So as a woman, to me, I've always looked at your body as like a temple, your thing, innit? Do you understand? Some girls are like a construction site. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get me? That's to me. Do you get it? I just feel like, no, you need to, and it will project on even your dude.
Yeah.
Because when a man is with the right woman, he just goes to higher heights.
Yeah,
and that's that.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking financially, I'm talking spiritually, I'm talking everything. And that's fact. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So it depends what you want your woman for. So if a man,
I'm going to say it again, behind every great man is a great woman.
Of course.
But behind every great woman is a bad boy. You get what I'm saying?
You get me?
Bad boy. You get what I'm saying?
Straight. Do you understand? Because no one ain't supposed to commit. You get what I mean? So, yeah. I agree with that. Did I tell you I saw Ishak?
Nah, you told me.
Big up Aisha.
Big up Aisha.
I saw him in Skeng.
My shower guy. Now, cause we had an episode where I was saying, because obviously she knows she sticks up for the black girl in a crazy way.
Okay.
But I was saying like, boom, I got a Bridget Aisha. He only goes for the gringa skin. You get me? He only goes for the white people, them white girl, them.
Yeah.
But she was banning him, not even banning him.
But the conversation kind of got a little, you get me? But yeah, I kind of went off at Ishak and I didn't even know Ishak.
You see her, you get me?
I'm in the concert and he's like, yo, she's Ishak, you know? But yeah, big him up still. He was laughing, he thought it was funny.
Yeah, come on, man.
You get
him
me?
out of jailhouse now, you get me?
I swear, they must be
my
quite
nigga, that
cheeky.
is me. You get me? But yeah,
man.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. Even it's all about family as well, though, because family builds you, man. It builds you, man. Do you know what I mean? But I hear what you're saying as well, because you got some people they ain't got that family background, and then what? You get what I'm trying to say? But that's why I say sometimes, like,
you kind of got to see it as like sometimes you get people with the family background who fell out with their family, and they've been lonely or in a lonely world for a long time. So it's like they've got no family, and then they come across new people that treat them better than their own flesh and blood did.
That's like gang, innit? Gang end up being your family.
Yeah, and so you know what is family? Is it? What does that mean? Is it blood or is it how you're treated, how you're dealt with by the next person?
It's like what they say, blood is thicker than water. Blood is thicker than water, but guess what? You need water to live.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? You need water to live and blood.
And you don't choose your family, but you choose your friends and stuff like that, innit?
Family to me is only if you're acting accordingly to what it states. And if you're not acting like that, you're not family. I mean, you could be the same blood. You're not family. Simple as that.
You see it there.
I hear that.
See it there.
I hear that, definitely.
That's it, yeah. I'm with that all the way. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because you got some... That's what I'm trying to say. Even like... I got like people.
But I tell you this though, it's definitely harder to... It's easier for me to cut off outsiders than my family. So it's still it's still something there that
but it's like what man's saying about the family is deeper than blood. I get that because you got some people, like you see like your mum's brethren from when they were kids. Or if I got like my mum's best friends or my mum's brethren from kids, and then their kids we call our cousins, but you're not really man's cousin. But you're more of my cousin than my actual cousin. Because my mum's your best friend, we've grown up together. We've grown up more like cousins than my actual cousin. Like I don't even know my cousin, I know you, but you're my cousin still. Because we're not blood, but we're family.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I get that. You get what I'm saying? Cause we're not blood, but we're family. You get me?
Being blood though kind of eliminates any serious violations taking place, you know. That's the thing.
Not according to Zimbo, mate.
No, but being family is like, my man's my family, but you know what?
Allow him
anything, because you're not the direct blood. Some people could see it in that way, if you know what I mean. But I've got good close friends that I class as family as well as blood family because they've dealt with me in respective, just like my family, or as sometimes even better.
Yeah.
So. And that's sad, really, to know that you've got flesh and blood that will deal with you in a worse way than an outsider would, and that's just the world we're in, really.
It's mad because you'll have siblings that will hate on you, like your friend will hate on you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because it's like some people you just don't know they're in competition with you, even siblings. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because it's like everyone, even from the gate, like you're all. Like, oh, this one wants to be this mum's favourite, or that one wants to be dad's favourite, or this one. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like the streets. You end up with like family, but they're like street niggas or whatever. Because you're competing with me. Why are you competing with me for? It's not my fault. I'm the sample. You know what I'm saying? But like some people, they want to be the sample, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? So it's nuts. You get what I'm saying? But. Yeah, family is important, but I think we're going to work with what you're saying. Family doesn't necessarily have to be blood.
No.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Like,
I think blood is more relatives.
Yeah, relative.
Family
is
family.
Family is what you create. I feel like you said as well, like, you know, like if we all looked at people as more brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
If if we looked at each other like family, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. You kind of eliminate the competition.
You kind of eliminate
factor, and you all embrace each other, and everybody does well because you run the thing. So, you know, for prime example, not trying to end no one's dreams and nothing like that, but certain social media platforms out there that are big, that a normal rapper would give their tune or their video to get it known. If
GRM Daily.
Well, anything like that, yeah.
No, I'm slandering the media.
No, I ain't just.
No, I'm joking. You know, man.
But I ain't pinpointing one. It's a whole range of them. But if we actually, as a whole, put it on our own platforms, and that was the hub. Everyone's individual platform became the new hub of where we go to the music. So Spray, I just go to Spray Channel, Prez, or Spray Channel. Then imagine what that would do.
But everyone rates numbers and shit.
We then take over. The actual
power back.
Exactly.
Yeah. Instantly, and you know, people ain't gonna understand that because the majors are so involved. They've pumped so much advertising, thousands into it, millions into it. It's you know, no one's gonna risk that.
But you know what's mad, yeah? I'm not even gonna lie, cause you see, that's another current affair. Still, Mike GLC going mad at Link Up TV, I see Mike going mad at Link Up, all of a sudden,
Big up Mike though.
Big up Mike, come on, that's my guy. But they had a falling out or whatever, so he's going mad at Link Up. But me and Mike's reasoning, and he's made me know a couple things. Rags, I'm gonna out, like, you know, like, see, like, Rags, you see like GRM and Link Up and that. Do you know, Mike's was telling me this, they're not supposed to be taking money to upload things. That's against the law. They're not supposed to be taking money to upload stuff, and that's what he's saying. Like, bro, I can queff them. He's like, yo, but bro, they're not supposed to be doing that. But they take money to upload stuff. So just putting that out there. Do you get what I'm saying? They're not supposed to be taking money from you lot. Do you get what I'm saying? But boom. So they can get their channel shut down. You get what I'm saying? I don't take no money. RTM Records. It's cool.
In a sense, it's all. I can officially say that no channel in the world has ever I've never paid a penny.
I've never paid
any video on any channel, and I've been on the largest platforms. But at the same time, I would think that it's like a respective deal from the guy in the bedroom that's made a tune, done a video. They've put their graft in and whatever they've done to build their channel. So I think they're kind of doing it off that type of back, the back of that.
Bro, do you know what it is? It's like man taking money for a man to sponsor this episode. You get me? Big up Dark Side Rum Punch. Do you get what I'm saying? But
Dark Side Rum Punch.
But at least, but do you get what I'm saying? At least I'm doing something. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not just taking money and just putting it out and that's it. Right, like man are taking money and just, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like.
But everybody needs to fix
this
up.
Is a sponsor. Do you get what I'm saying? A sponsor is a sponsor. They're sponsoring, man. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not sponsoring you by giving you my video. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not sponsoring you. I just want you to put my video on your channel.
But I just wanted to say one thing as well. Like, you see, like with the family thing, and we were saying that everybody needs to, you know, be more family and stuff like that. But people need to stop being bad mind as well. Do you get me?
That's right.
Real thing.
That's right.
Stop being so fucking bad mind. Because I've broed a lot of pussyos and I've sissed a lot of bitches. I just have to say that true real. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they're fake and they didn't turn out to be what they wanted, and I was like, oh yeah, no, my brother, or oh my sis. Do you understand what I'm saying on the family thing? Stop being so bad mind.
Yeah, push your brothers, man.
Do you get me? Like, what's you is for you, what's for me is for me, innit? Do you get what I mean? Like, do you in it? Do you know what I'm saying? Be yourself.
Watch your man too much.
Watch, exactly.
Watch your man too much.
That's why I put up my thing the other day and said, don't watch me, watch your pH balance.
Love.
You get what I'm saying?
Don't watch
straight. You know, them ones there, like, you know, every so often I just gotta say the real, but you know, do you get me? Like, stop being so bad mind and everybody can build and properly as a whole. Do you get me?
But smelling that. The family thing, black people as a whole, we need to kind of pattern up, but it's a bit nuts, because you know what, black people with disrespect too much as well. You get me, Carl? You get me? More time, man, I want to bun is black. You get me?
We were talking about this about transitioning, but you know what? When you're transitioning, that's when people try to take the piss. You know, when you're trying to be better or whatever, and they can see that you're trying to, that's when you always get the little
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Trying to press your buttons. Do you get what I mean?
You get me? Just going on every
like
platform.
You won't remind them.
Got man trying to go on every podcast, chatting shit. You get what I'm saying?
About that.
man going on every podcast, chatting. You get me? Got a podcast, people trying to follow man. Lava. You get what I'm saying? But man's got their own podcast. Man don't need to go here, there, and everywhere and do all of this stuff. Man can come here every 2 weeks and chat about you, but man's not going to do that.
Talking about my personal things anyway.
Man, but big up Dark Side Rum, I'm going mad.
Yeah.
But outbursts again. But you know what it is? Black people need to pattern up. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You need to pattern up. I spoke to Banter as well yesterday. Banter say he's going to try and line up this fight, but obviously I'm still up for it. Give me my man ain't up for it. But yeah,
man, he's good, man.
Big up Banter though. I see the Sunday, so I see Big Tobes is fighting.
Is he?
How did we not talk about that?
I didn't know. I haven't seen it.
Big Tobes is fighting. Lippy's fighting. Big Tobes.
Who is he fighting?
Big Tobes is fighting that Raksu guy. Some guy from Raksu.
I don't know who that is.
It's a Raksu.
And who's Lippy fighting?
Lippy's fighting Taze. Russ Millions, bro.
Don't lie, really?
Lippy is cracking me up. Lippy is cracking me up. Lippy is talking up himself though, you know.
Really?
Lippy said, blood, like my lungs taking more air than yours. Like he's a full on smoke. You get me?
Okay.
But yeah, Lippy's rocking, fam. But that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's my whole point. And I'm with that. I'm with all of that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, alright, cool. Any form of man talk is smoke. If you can talk shit, alright, cool. Like, come, let's have a fight, innit? Come off that generation. I'm cool with that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I've been in fights, I've lost a few. You get what I'm saying? Lost a few. You get me to some big guys. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm in there. Do you get what I'm saying? Smacks are thrown. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Smacks are thrown. Win or lose. But I'll never lose to that guy. Do you get what I'm saying? Never ever. Allah knows best, but never ever. You get what I'm saying? Smacks to every part of your face. You get what I'm saying? You're on the floor. Smacks to your neck everywhere. Do you get what I'm saying? You're on the floor. I've won. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm the champion.
What's next?
Oh yeah, the RTM dilemma. I'm going mad outburst. Hold on. Because you can see I'll beat that up. I don't want no smoke with pound sterling. It's weapons only for my. It's weapons only for my man. But smoke with the other you. Hold on. But I'm joking, by the way. Before you lot start commenting madness, do you get what I'm saying? Literally, I don't want no podcast beef. I've been outside. You get me? I don't want none of that foolishness. You get me? Every episode we have a different dilemma, innit? We gotta help them. This episode, someone says, "Dear RTM Podcast Show, my older brother's been locked up for 3 years now, and he's got a year left because he got an 8-4 for a Section 18. Done well, actually. You get me? 8-4, boom. Lucky they've taken an IPP out. Anyway, I'm going mad. I've always made sure he's good in there by sending him money, clothes, etc. as me and him are 2 years apart and we've always been close. I bring his girl to visit him. Okay, here we go. I bring his girl to visit him at least once a month and she's kept it real with him the whole way through. The last visit, it was his birthday, so we had a drink on the way up there to celebrate. We had a great visit and then decided to stop off on the way home for more drinks. She invited me into her yard when we got there as I was too drunk to drive home. So I said, cool, I'll jam for an hour or two. One thing led to another and before we knew it, we were fucking the shit out of each other. You're a pussy, hold on, sorry. You're a pussy, hold on. Yeah. We were fucking the shit out of each other. I then left and went home and we haven't spoke since. I feel like shit, you should, and I reckon she does too. I'm really ashamed of myself, but now I don't know what to do. I feel bad every time I chat to my bro, but he's always in a good mood and I don't want to spoil it as he thinks the world of her. Worst thing is I have to bring her to visit him next week and I still haven't spoken to her. What should I do? Can you give me some advice, please, because I'm bugged? Bruv, you just bugged me out.
Wait till he comes out and tell him then.
You just bugged me out.
If you tell him now, he'll be banging his head off the prison walls. So just, let him do his time with the happiness of that he's coming out to a woman and then say, yo, bro, that's if you've got the balls to say that.
Because it does sound like he's remorseful, but
it does definitely sound like it was a mistake.
It don't sound like and I think they both know that.
The only thing that I can get out of it is that it sounds like it was a mistake. It don't sound like he's snaking his brother, like cheating on him, constantly doing it, but that is fucked up. You shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? For him to tell you to drop him there every month, that means he trusts you.
Yeah, come on,
do you understand what I'm saying?
Think your brother's gonna...
So do you understand? You trusting him with your woman to drop her down to me, like bring her to me every month. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just giving you that, and then look what you've done with it.
She couldn't wait the 4 years, bro.
And they've been 3 years and they ain't done it. So I think, you're right. It was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
Obviously, they didn't do it for the 3 years, but bruv, you done it on his birthday as well.
But that's where boundaries come in, because she shouldn't have invited him in.
Yeah.
He dropped you to the jail. You had drinks on the way up. You had drinks on the way back. Why is he in your yard? Do you understand what I mean?
Why are you drinking? On your way to a visit.
That's what I'm thinking. Forget all of that. That's what I'm thinking. She's going, man, I'm thinking, she's invited him in because he's too drunk to drive home. All right, cool. That's actually a good reason.
Why are you drinking?
Yeah. But exactly. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say?
Exactly. Let's go back.
Yeah.
Why are you drinking?
What's the drinking? Just bring my gal to visit me and then bring her back home, Don't start stopping off for drinks and doing all of that. Do you get what I'm saying? Did you lot tell me that there was drinks involved on the visit? Cause I would have snapped you lot out of that immediately. I would have said, what you lot mean drinking, Like, but cool, innit?
And then
don't even write don't write to us again, yo, bullshit. I swear, you got me mad, I'm with the money. I'm a jailhouse man, innit?
So you're thinking of you in there with the brother going up there.
You get what I'm trying to say? Don't think you've done something good or you're writing to RTM Podcast for advice. Give him advice, because he's a dickhead.
He's fucked up.
Pussy or you. You get what I'm saying? You're pussy. You get me? Trust me. Don't ever write back to the show, you dickhead. You get what I'm saying? I can't believe you've done that.
Yeah, and he's
your brother should bust your head and kill you.
And that's what we was talking about earlier when we said about people being bad mind and funny.
Yeah.
You know why? Because if that's your brother's gal, she's automatically cis now, innit?
Yeah.
You know them ones there?
Yeah.
That's not in your...
No.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
so
course,
why is your vibe even there for her?
Yeah.
Why did it get to that?
Yeah.
You fucked up.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Do you know what it is as well though? Cause remember he's saying they're 2 years apart, so they're obviously quite similar.
Close.
So she's probably preying him the whole
and we haven't even spoke about her, because let's remember she's told him to come in and all these things, you know. Like she's if anything maybe worse than him. You know that?
Yeah, because she's the girl, innit?
Yeah, and she knows her. You understand?
She just had enough. She said 3 years, I need some former.
She probably said something like, like there's a cold out here when it comes to the. She probably said something like, "You don't have to go. You don't have to go." Now that don't mean nothing. That's just plain and simple. But to him,
he said she invited him in.
From she even said that. That's what do you mean?
Yeah. That's the key. That's the key.
Yeah, she's supposed to just let him get nicked on the way home. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Don't be inviting. I swear that. Don't be inviting my brother in your yard. Just let him get nicked. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. We're outside. You get what I'm saying? We're outside. He knows what I drink, drive, innit?
Yeah.
Like rags, feds hold that as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
do you get what I'm saying?
You don't do nothing with her that you don't feel like you can tell him on the visit.
It's too late.
You can't tell him what you did on the visit. Then you know that it's a no-go area. Even if you didn't sleep with her, can you tell your brother that you went for drinks with your gal and went to her yard after? No.
Crazy.
So from the drinks and going to the yard, you already was overstepping. You understand what I'm saying?
They was probably ringing him up.
You know, like when you said, why was you drinking?
Yeah.
The whole scenario to me...
Crazy. Crazy, you get me? That's what I'm saying. Your brother needs to come out and row amongst you.
And when we was just chatting about family.
Yeah, that's why I picked that subject, family, because I thought, blood clot, you do that to your brother.
That's a mad dilemma though.
Yeah, I thought you'd do that to your brother. Like, yo. So you get what I'm saying? Imagine Pap's done that to you. That's mad.
I love my brother. I smoke my brother.
No, Pabs.
I love my brother.
You know what I'm saying? Now, come on. Big up Pabs, man.
Yeah.
But no, if my brother done that to me, yo, gunshot. I swear I'll come out and it's gunshot, brother. You get what I'm trying to say? Don't play with me. You get what I'm saying? You take on my girl for drinks. Then I'm just gonna always think it's, because remember, you're just with your girl, you're just gonna think it's the man that done it. You get what I'm saying? You mind games, you know what I'm saying? And the maddest thing is, she's gonna be cool when it's all said and done, probably. You get what I'm saying? They're just not gonna be talking. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's the maddest
that's it.
thing about
because,
it. Because she's just gonna cry like it's his fault and I don't like. She's just gonna say whatever.
And if they break up, if they ain't got no kids together, and if they just break up, then that's that. But he's with his brother for life, innit? And he's got to remember that.
Fuckery though.
Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why there's certain
You're gonna have to tell him though, because let's go back to actually giving him advice. Because I know I called you a pusher, but you're a pusher, but we actually have to give him advice, innit? He's wrote to the show. Respect for right into the show, but you're being nuts. And I hope your brother don't watch the show, because he's gonna clock kiss you. You get me? He's gonna clock you went mad. You said his birthday, everything. You're a madman. You get what I'm saying? But boom. Yeah, he's a madman. You get what I'm saying? But the advice I would give you is you need to tell bro. You need to tell bro, because you see what? His gal's a myth. How about that? Just tell bro, but tell him on the thing of, like, you're just gonna have to throw him under the bus. Because like Cream said, you're with your brother for life, innit? So that's what you've got to pre. Like, you know what, alright, cool. Because it sounds like you know you made a mistake, innit? Yeah, alright, cool. 3 years you ain't done it before. So obviously she had a part to play in that. So she knew what she was doing. That's not the right girl for your brother. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because she'll do that. She'll do that with you. She'll do that with someone else. Do you get what I'm saying?
We don't know the context behind it.
I don't care the context.
We don't even know if there was little flirty looks before or whatever.
I don't care. She's done that with him. She'll do that with someone else.
No, that's what I'm saying. I said with him, they're not so squeaky clean about 3 years it nothing happened. But we don't know if there was little conversations that they shouldn't have had. Do you understand what I'm saying? And rare, getting all familiar.
It's just from. I'm just taking it from there. I'm not even looking into context. I'm not even trying to think of nothing. I'm just going off what he said. And cool, your brother needs to know this is not the right girl for a minute. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And you need to think about your relationship with your brother. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because it's you that made me clock that Ra is with his brother for life. So you need to salvage that relationship. Do you get what I'm saying? So you actually need to. I'm with you as well. You can't tell him yet. Still, let him do his bird. Yeah, because that's gonna fuck up his brain. That's gonna fuck up his
just gonna give him time to plan on what to do to you when he comes out.
No.
You're giving him all the time to plan things perfectly of what I'm going to do to you when I come out.
But it's not even that. Yeah, but it's not even that.
I'm just planning.
No, but it's not even that. That's the thing. It's not even that. It's just gonna fuck up his head for his bird. You have to think of it. There's a man riding a bird here. Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Forget all of that. Do you get what I'm saying? There's a bird here. Do you understand? Obviously, like, we go through it, innit? But it's something we have to go through, innit? Like, you don't need extra stuff on your brain when you're riding that bird.
Extra stress.
You get what I'm trying to say? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like what Press said, cool, boom. But you know what? Just don't deal with her no more as well. You get me? You can't deal with that girl. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You gotta like
drop her out, man.
Yeah. I wouldn't even, me personally, I'd have to make up an excuse of why I can't drop her next week. Like, make up an excuse. Like, don't even.
Because if he finds out afterwards and he knew that you was dropping her after and all of this stuff.
No, but just make her know, like, as well. Like, I just don't.
Find your own way.
I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to deal with you no more. And
because when it comes out, and if he hears how clean it was, that after I didn't pick her up, I never went round there, I never rare. That is better. Than if there was mingling-dinglings and familiarity.
You're still getting mad off.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Conversations were had. Rare. Do you understand? Do you get me? Like,
that was that. I knew I went mad.
Cut that.
Yeah.
Every single. If you want to salvage anything with your brother, you cut every single connection with that girl immediately. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yesterday.
True stories, man.
If she gets there before him.
Yeah, before she gets there before him.
Yeah.
Because what if the girl tells him before the brother?
Yeah, it's worse.
Yeah, if the girl tells him before the brother, then
exactly.
He's gonna have to deal with that. You get what I'm saying, Kai? You went mad, innit? You couldn't keep your willy in your boxers. You get what I'm trying to say?
Because he'll be there
brother,
talking to his brother. Wagwan, so what's been going on?
Of course you feel mad chatting to your brother now. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you're a pussy. You get me? I keep calling you a pussy because that's what you are.
But
You get me? Cause, under no circumstances, because I've been drunk, cause I'm a bit tipsy now, and I want to go and dig out my brother's girl. You get what I'm saying? No, but you get what I'm trying to say? So
Come on, why would you
kind of
do that?
knew.
That's just
Do you
like,
get what I'm
what?
trying to say? You kind of knew what
That's
you was
not
on.
even...
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Drunk, don't give me none of that, one thing led to another. Like, you're a madman, you get what I'm saying? You led the one thing to the other thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You maniac, you get what I'm saying? You let her get into your brain, the crutches, but you need to tell your brother when he comes out, you get me, and just hold it. You get what I'm saying? He's gonna thump you in your face. I hope. You get what I'm saying? He's gonna have to thump in your face at least. You get me? Like, you said you're 2 years apart. Like, I'm hoping you're the older brother, just for you to be able to hold the thump. Or I don't know, bro. But
To navigate.
yeah, for you to be able to navigate through that part. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like if that's older, bro, you done that too. Fuck it, no, man.
But a lot of the younger ones are bigger than the big brothers and the big sisters. I notice that's what I'm seeing now. Have you seen how the little ones, like the little big brother? Because I'm the oldest, and my sister and my brother, they're all bigger than me.
Yeah, I'm the youngest. I'll beat up everything. I'm the youngest, and I'll beat up everything.
But yeah, they already know.
I'm the youngest. I'll beat up everything in my family. You get me?
Yeah.
My sister thinks one of my brothers can have me. She's getting mad.
For real.
I'll beat up everything. You get what I'm saying? Smash everything, Ken. You get what I'm saying? Mommy knows, you get me? This is the sample you, R.I.P. Mommy, you know I've got this, mommy.
Do you know what? It's with some brothers and sisters, you might get some that's one calm, one that's a bit hot, but you know when you get all hot, what was it like with yours? Because with me and my we was both like, you know.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, who's the hothead? H.
Well, yeah, H was a bit of a hothead, but there's only so much hothead you can be. That your body can take on. So it's like where we was kind of equally balanced. I was the tallest.
Okay.
And then there was Pabs, then there was H. It never kind of went in any other order.
Right.
So obviously Pabs has always wanted to be the leader of something.
He's on his paper.
No, he's always wanted to be the leader of something. He didn't want to be. That's probably the element of you know, absent fathers.
Yeah.
Not just Pabs. There's a lot of black guys out here, men out here that are. They don't want to listen to no one. They want to lead their own things. Like, no, I'm doing it for your own good, man. I care about you, you know?
Big bro.
But still, no. I'm going to show the world that I got this shit on my own.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's so much of that going on. But so he's tried it sometimes and, you know, obviously he failed. And then H as well. H had tried it, you know. And then, but we stopped fighting as brothers when we were really young.
I said he tried, he failed. T on the wing, you know.
No, but it's like that's the thing where some younger brothers, all their achievement, all younger sisters has always wanted to be to beat up your older brother once.
Yeah.
At least I'm not going to be a victim on that team. I'm rather dead.
You're not going to be the older brother.
No. Because I know these two brothers in up north. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I don't want them to know who I'm talking about. But the younger one has arguments with the older one. The younger one will go outside the younger one's house. Come on, boom, boom, boom. Fucking fight me. Now, fucking fight me. Like, yo. But the older one's like kind of a bit reserved. Like, yo, doors are locked. If you carry on the phone, the fence on you. It's like some uncontrollable younger brother that you know what I mean? And it's like, right, but when you get to, when things lead to that grade, it's over. It's uncontrollable. It's like, how can you let your younger brother get to a stage where he wants to get to the stage where now it's an intimidating thing, like, yo, shut the fuck up, I'll bang you in the face. What? Imagine that.
That's tense. That's tense. But even your younger brother being harder than you's mad.
Yeah, it's mad.
You get what I'm saying?
You failed.
Big up gigs, big up spin. You get me? Big up gigs, come on,
stop that.
Say it's okay, man. But yeah, your younger brother being more wicked than you's mad. You get me? I'm the wicked younger brother though. You get me? I'm on full-time badness. Let me go to the book suggestion card. Outburst. Book suggestion. This episode, every episode we give them a book to go and read.
Okay.
this episode, because it's family, I had to get them to go and read Roots by Alex Haley. I read this book, in jail. It's a good book still. Yeah. Obviously, you've probably seen the thing on TV, Chicken George and them war there. You get me? But Kunta Kinte, but Kunta Kinte. You know, like my brethren Ibby, big up Ibs. His surname's Kinte. You get me?
Really?
Yeah, them man, there's deep in this thing, but took me like about a week to read this. That's the maddest thing, but it's a good book. Sorry, but yeah, the extraordinary account of Alex Haley's own 12-year search for his family's origin. Tracing his ancestry through 6 generations, slaves and freedmen, farmers and blacksmiths, lawyers and architects, back to Africa. So he discovered a 16-year-old youth, Kunta Kinte. It was this young man who had been torn from his homeland and in torment and anguish brought to the slave markets of the New World, who held the key to Haley's deep and distant past. This book is an act of love, and it is this root which makes it haunting. Roots is a study of continuities, of consequences, of how a people perpetuate themselves, how each generation helps to doom or helps to liberate the coming one. James Baldwin, New York Times. That's actually a thing still. You know, like when it said Roots is study continuities or consequences of how a people perpetuate themselves, how each generation helps to doom or helps to liberate the coming one. So, depending on what we do, depends on what our future generations reap out of it. You know, we could either doom them or we can help to liberate them. This is a good book, Alex Haley, Roots. Make sure you check that out, man. Good book. Chicken George and them boy there.
Then we got on to me in the comments about me bringing the thing. About me bringing the Bible last
they got onto Cream about her bringing the Bible, but you lot are going mad because obviously I bring the Quran, so I told Cream, I asked her to bring the Bible because this is a show, our show, like, do you get what I'm saying? I'm Muslim, she's
and it's
Christian.
Not about going against each other, we're just respecting each other's.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it wasn't a thing where, because I'm bringing the Quran, she bring the Bible. It wasn't like that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And obviously, we had Jack Jones and Tommy Bones. Jack Jones has been baptised.
And it was Ramadan, and it was Good Friday that day when we filmed, so...
it wasn't one of them ones. You get me? I see that comment still, like, I can creep.
No verses thing, but...
well, that's, you get what I'm saying? We're just trying to deal with this, how we're dealing with this, you get me? Like, it's not you see, I'm not a man that comes through and says, kafar this, kafar that. Because, like I said before, to me, a kafar is someone that doesn't believe in any God. Like, there's no God, like, there's no... You're a kafar to me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Not someone that's getting it wrong. No, I'm joking. But boom. Thanks for coming through, bro.
No, man, a pleasure, man.
You get me? Being jokes, I'm never gonna lie.
Pleasure.
Good to see you,
podcast, man.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. T on the wing, I didn't know how today was gonna go. You get me? Because I'm thinking, T, this is the most I've heard him talk in forever. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But it's good, like, I don't know how we've even got to a few hours.
Appreciate you coming on, man, definitely.
You get what I'm trying to say now?
Pleasure, man, trust me.
Love, fam. You get what I'm saying? It's because
supporters are gonna love it.
No.
Come on.
This guy deserves flowers. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not following, I'm gonna repeat. I don't follow no one. I don't think, this is why I'm gonna get this guest or this is why I'm gonna get that guest. I just want to get all sorts of different. This season as well, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna try and get you lot different kind of. So obviously we got the legends. That's just our base. We always go back to the legends, but I'm saying we're gonna get, maybe because I've had a couple people DM me like, you lot need to get more females. I'll be honest with you, the reason why we don't get more females is because when we get the females, you lot act like you're gay. I know I shouldn't be saying gay stuff or whatever, but you lot act like you're gay when we get females, because it's like you lot don't even watch
big up all the females that come on the show. Big them up, man, because they were vibes and they were big episodes. And I love having like, all of the girls come on it.
The views, like, come on, you lot. When we have gal them, don't really do something raw. Like, what's going on? Don't you lot like? But obviously, it might be a bit too girly for them. I don't know. But
But I like them. Big up, Gucci, come on here.
Gucci,
big up Kelly
Terry
LaRock.
Walker.
Big up Terry Walker.
Kelly LaRock.
Are we gonna put
Kelly LaRock, come on here. She was, man.
Are we gonna put Coel in the girls or the boys?
Coel's she's still a female though. Do you get what I'm saying? But big up Coel all the time. Come on. She's gonna come back on though, you said, innit?
But you know what?
Follow up with her.
She's gone back to South Africa. But what she did say to me, she's like, "Cause, like she wants to come on, but she's like, "Cause, like, can we do it in South Africa? I'll pay for your flight and I'll pay." She wants to do some next thing.
You go over there, do a little exclusive with her, but big her up though anyway.
Yeah, no, big up Coel, man. But that's what I'm trying to say. That's why we ain't really. But to be honest, the next episode's gonna surprise them. And you get me? Like I said, we're booked in it. Like raw things booked up, so we don't follow no one. Do you get what I'm saying? So, boom. Like, but bruv, thank you once again.
Concrete respect.
Every flower, you get me in the garden. You get me. Every flower in the garden. You get what I'm saying? Tea on the wing. You get what I'm trying to say? Make sure you check out that tune with me, him, and Meridian Dan as well, and me and him on Invisible Tears.
Yeah, man.
You get what I'm saying?
Miss me with all that. Yeah.
Miss me with all of that. You get what I'm trying to say? And big up Dark Side Rum for giving me a vibe this episode. You get what I'm trying to say? And yeah, man. Nice one, man.
Yeah.
Follow the Queen.
Ice Cream, the Poster Girl on Instagram. Follow my business page, Poster Girl Lashes, and Queen Ice Cream TV on YouTube, and Queen Ice Cream on Twitter.
Follow me at big_bad_spray on Instagram. Oh, now you know I still ain't got that back. There's a weirdo as well. He's opened up a mad page. He's acting like me.
I was gonna say.
He's acting like me. That's a madman. Probably a girl.
Oh my God.
A girl.
Later.
You get me? But I see they followed a couple man at the phone. A couple man. Even Flirt has followed back. Cairo.
I noticed they was reposting stuff, and I was thinking
they all posting my babe mother. And
nah, man. You need to get that page off there.
They
putting up the people them on there.
Yeah, they're going mad. But
yeah, come on, I'm a buck 'em.
They're going mad. You get what I'm saying? But true, they're just taking things off the Big Bad Spray page. You get me? Just screenshotting or whatever. They've even like the whole thing. They copied my whole. What do you call it? The description thing and all that. Even the emojis and all that. Raw. Weirdos, innit? But whatever.
But you'll be surprised.
I don't know what I'm going for that. You get me?
Yeah, what people are doing.
Yeah, because I said to Cairo, me and Cairo chatting, I'm saying Cairo saying it's got to be a girl. You get me? What I'm saying? Blood, like that could all be a man, guy, mad. But anyway, boom, follow me at big_bad_spray. Colin, you need to get me back that page because you're going mad as well, Colin. You get me? Follow me at young_spray on Twitter. Follow the page at RTM Podcast Show on Instagram. DM us if you want to sponsor episode. Follow the clothing at RTM Clothing Original, www.reallythemost.com. Follow the legend, T on the wing.
There's _T, Twitter and Instagram, both of them the same. It's popping over there. Large yourself.
Come on, man. Big you up, man. RTM, really the most to the world and them girl.